It's a clash of two of curling's titans in draw 9. And Alberta are the Canadian men's curling champions. The Canadian curling champions. And it is 2 for Gushue. Kevin Cooey and Brad Gushue. Between them, they've won 4 of the last 5 Briers. Tonight, their teams will collide as the Home Hardware Canada Cup continues. It's our 3rd evening here in Estevan for this year's Canada Cup of Curling, and all of it taking place at a beautiful Affinity place. Let's get you caught up on the standings. We'll start with the men's side. Brad Jacobs is the only team to confirm a spot in the playoffs, remembering now top 3. On the women's side, it's Carrie Anderson and Jennifer Jones. They got in by virtue of a Casey Scheidegger loss earlier today. So games on the ice. John Epping needs a win to keep himself alive. Matt Dunstone could play spoiler. Chelsea Carey, same thing. The women's draw will wind up tomorrow because of the extra team. Ali Flaxey, Darcy Robertson, and Brad Jacobs can run the table, and Brendan Botcher, a win for him would give him a really good chance at making the final 3. As on this Friday night, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Estevan. Cheryl Russell alongside. So you know now that half of Cooey's team is new. 4 months since they stepped on the ice. This is the 7th event, but already they're developing their personality.
Well, they are, and it's the honeymoon phase. It's now over, and roles are starting to be established, and players are starting to understand how much of an impact they have on each other out on the ice. And this is part of the motivational climb of 4 individuals as they become a team.
Rivalries in all kinds of sports. This is one in curling with Cooey against Gushue. This could be played outside in the parking lot on a patch of ice, and it would mean something.
Yeah, I think so. You know, Cooey, 3 Brier titles, 2 World Championship. Gushue, gold medal, a Worlds, and 2 Brier titles. This is the last 10 years. These are the 2 guys. That's the way it is. So you're right. Parking lot, outside, inside, doesn't matter. They're trying to send a message. Whoever wins the Brier might be beating the other guy.
Well, remember that, of course. We know that Gushue is going to be the Brier. Would Cooey possibly come out of Alberta? There's always a chance.
We haven't had the opportunity to play Kevin's new team yet, but obviously with the addition of BJ, they're pretty strong. You still have Ben, and with Colton there as well, it's on paper a very strong team, and they've had a pretty good fall so far.
Go, 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 go.
With Kevin, anytime he plays us, he gets up for it, and as we do as well. And it's going to be a tough battle against Kevin this year, and this week, hopefully, we get to play him a couple times.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Hoarfrost still hanging in the trees. Time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. From the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Kevin Cooey with Ben Hebert, Colton Flash, and BJ Neufeld. Team Gushue out of the Valley Haley Golf and Country Club, the Remax Center, St. John's with Brad Gushue, Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant, and Mark Nichols. Cooey will play the Redstones. Gushue will play the yellow, and Brad Gushue has, in fact, won the draw to the button. And so he will have the last rock. It's a little chilly in the building. Everybody's bundled up. And so to get us going, the Cooey lead is Ben Hebert.
I got heavy. By no means heavy. No.
It's been very cold the last couple of days here in Estevan, but
Hard beach.
the
Hard beach.
cold has moved on. It's going to be mild and sunny.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, really high.
The next
Whoa.
couple of days. Temperatures just below
Benny.
freezing.
17-3 on that. He's just light.
Wanted that a little tighter to the rings.
Lots right now.
You see the numbers for Jeff Walker, 89%. We looked at the numbers for all of this team, and almost identical all the way through as teams. They're both at 86% so far leading into this. And even their season has echoed that. They're qualified 6 out of 6 events for Cooey, 5 out of 5 for Gushue.
Like a mirror image, isn't it? They've both beaten their opponents by an average of 3.1 points a game.
Time to check the keys to the game. We'll start with Team Cooey.
Well, with everything being that close, it's how you manage that 15% that of the misses when you're playing 85%. It's the tolerance, it's the opportunities you leave your teammate, and it's the opportunities you don't leave the opposition. And then Colton Flash, he has the edge. He's the one player that's got an edge on his opposition off Brett Gallant by 5%. And so that could be the opportunity.
Maybe at the end.
I don't think so.
Whoa! Hard. Shove in.
And for Mr. Gushue.
Well, put it on the X, and that, you know, that helps any team. But because they're so good,
T-line.
you make a mistake deep, you make a half shot in the wrong spot, you set up that double for either one of these great thirds and skips, you're going to pay and limit the unforced errors, which is exactly that. The half shot at the wrong time, and you're giving up 2, and you might not come back from it.
The keys to the game brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, soft and absorbent for over 95 years.
Back 4. Hard. You gotta go. T. Hard. Hard not to nose the guard, guys. Hard. You gotta go. Gotta go. Okay. Good weight.
Saw that in the first end of the girls' game too, where you just get a little inside that path that everybody's worn down. Everybody wants to learn the speed to the button, so they go that middle 12 spot. That broom was in quite a bit for a tap. Fresh pebble, and it just didn't go anywhere.
Hard. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Hard. Roll it. Whoa. Whoa.
Really good, Flash.
And so it begins, the 4-year run. What these teams hope, Kathy Goje, will be a spot in Beijing, and Brad Gushue has his ideas and plans.
Well, he does. He said last year they played from August to May, and by the time May rolled around, they were physically exhausted, and even the thought of playing curling really didn't appeal a whole lot. And so they have scaled back. You talked about the 5 events so far this year. That's the plan for next year as well, a reduced schedule. He said it almost feels like when he was coming back from his injury, they actually look forward to playing, and that's something that's been missing a little bit. The other thing he pointed out is that both he and Mark are now 38 years old, and one of the keys he feels to have a valid run at the trials in 4 years is to be healthy, and that comes with a reduced schedule in the first 2 years.
Wait till he becomes really old.
Same weight.
Wow.
Yep.
I think that's just a brilliant move, though.
Oh, sure.
They just were absolutely. We flew into Vegas with them for the Worlds. They could hardly talk. They're so tired.
Yep.
You have to enjoy this game. You have to be having a little bit of fun out there, or it's not going to work.
Yeah. Same weight. I like solid hack. Okay. What was that? Easy board? That was board. Just. Okay. Solid hack. Okay. Yeah.
You know, I remember a few years ago, Cheryl, when the Team Canada concept was added, and people were wondering, oh, how do you prepare? You're not in the play downs, but
Clean.
now, after so many years, I really think everyone's got to figure it out. You know, you're going to have to do this. You play so many events here. You're going to practice, and being Team Canada isn't as troublesome in preparation as it used to be.
No, and you know, part of that is that there's events to go to. So some of these teams will choose to go to Phoenix when they're not in the playdowns and play an event. There's scientific data on peaking and tapering and going into events well rested and throwing rocks rather than just being in full competition mode the whole time. And it's an advantage as long as you use that time effectively.
It's a little tight. Where are you? Hard.
Consider it too, if you're traveling all over the globe, weekend after weekend, in a lot of the events, you don't play that many games. When do you practice? You know, and then you can. It's like the golfers. Lee Trevino once said the difference between a good amateur and a professional is about $500,000 golf balls.
Yes.
Right, and then if you can't get that practice time in, that's valuable too.
Heavy, but it wasn't more than your first.
Well, it's looking for heavy hack, weren't we?
Yeah, I didn't think the weight was that far. We went right through the boards.
Just solid hack.
What are you looking for?
Solid hack.
Okay.
Just watch the roll, Jeff.
Light, little light.
Yep, hard then.
Hard. 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 Gotta go hard.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's.
You gotta go with
You got it? Should go.
Right on the nose. They were looking for a bit of a roll towards Jeff Walker. Didn't get it.
It was.
So subtle changes. 10 ends still. No 4 rock rule, now 5. Thinking time is drastically different. Ends 1 through 5, each team gets 4 minutes of thinking time. 6 to 10, 4:15. Still 2 90-second timeouts. And those clock stops are really skip timeouts. Last rock, you need some extra time. Your skip can call an additional 30 seconds. And you only get 1 per half.
No.
Okay. We talked about the rolls on a team, and that's a new role for many of these front ends, is watching that clock and giving that information to the back end as they're talking through strategies so they don't run out of time.
Hey. Bump the other one up.
About half.
A little bit, yep.
Maybe a little thicker.
There's a lot of curl here.
Thick half.
Is he out?
Yep.
Pretty close to a triple here. Playing the out turn, Mark's going to get not as much jump, but with the speed he can generate, you make the back double, you're definitely going towards that top buried red one, even if you kick it out in the open.
Whoa! No. Okay.
I think it's 6, that did it? No.
Close.
That touched that at all?
No.
Okay.
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 Seems like the out turn down that path is fairly
heard a little click
straight.
when it
Brett
went by the
Glamp
guard.
missed there.
I don't think it's a hard draw.
And the intern's going really hard.
That's the bumper. You try and nose and sit in the hole, right?
Well, they're aware now, checking over their shoulder at the time.
Even if I bump it ours on the nose, I guess he plays that, but I mean, I guess I could nose it and he makes something I can tap on my last one. But.
I think bumping it on the nose is probably good because if he's opening it up, right, he's rolling a bit.
Okay, hack. Little less.
Less? Interesting decisions there. They almost went around the corner guard. They nearly played the red tap. If you tap it into the open, give Gushue a double, you're not going to be happy. As he's sitting two. But they're just so worried about Brad is going to make an aggressive play now that he can't blank.
Roll to bite the line.
Shade more.
I like the way BJ approaches that. He gives Kevin a couple options and then sits back a bit and lets Kevin process it and decide. Because Kevin already has a plan. He's thought it through already. And then he just supports. I know he'd speak up if he disagreed, but they're getting a good system in place.
Whoa.
Little big.
Yep. Whoa.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Offense.
No. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Right there.
Whoa.
Very good, Kevin.
Real good.
Well, Kathy was saying earlier today, it's a much different relationship that BJ Neufeld has with Cooey than the one he had with Mike McEwen all those years. Mike's a little bit more introverted, it appears. They were a little more quiet.
Yeah, Kevin's more of an internal processor, Kevin Cooey. process everything inside. And I think Mike talked through a lot more stuff to BJ. So BJ will have to kind of draw some of the information out of Kevin sometimes to understand what he's thinking and why he's playing a shot.
Are you thinking about middle of that outside rock?
What's the play here?
I think with that tight ice, they're going to play the hit on that back one with soft control weight and roll in behind some of those reds.
And they're high enough that they'll be shot stone.
Exactly.
Whoa! Too close. Whoa! 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 Jeff!
Trying to help it over.
Hard, Jeff. Roll it! Roll it!
Now looking for that roll, and they do get a roll in behind that corner.
Very nice.
Shot.
Shot.
Good for now.
What do you mean?
Oh, if he taps into the button, it's not good. My stomach's really bad.
Not quite as fast as draw button, crew.
Yeah. I think that's lots.
We'll see if he makes it all the way through, considering.
You like it? It's not too much.
No, I think it's perfect. Yeah, I agree. Heady draw.
It's close.
Wade's good. Wade's good.
Yep. Whoa. Talk to us.
Wade's good.
Yep.
Back four. Heavy.
Yeah.
Whoa, then.
Hard.
Heavy.
Hard.
You gotta go, Ben.
Hebert picks him up after thinking it was a little heavy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, never.
Right to
The
look
right
at
line.
that.
Shot.
Wow, wonderful.
Shot.
Little tap up to the edge of the pinhole.
Good seat. Good call.
Just a brilliant example of controlling the front. Kevin stayed hit dead on. He could have rolled buried with his first one, and then he wouldn't have anything to play back. Brad forced his hand to make that one, but he had options because he had the front sewn up in red.
Can we? I'm just saying, you
gonna
said
be real
that's all
close.
you see.
What?
Real close. If it's rolling to here,
Okay, let's try this.
you think? If you roll to here, I think it's probably in.
It's a whisker high, right?
I know, but
Yeah.
I think it's close.
Just a hair off nose.
You're
Make
gonna
the
get
double.
some curl here.
And just grab
Yeah, I
enough of
think
the
so.
12-foot.
It could.
Might.
25
Possibly.
I think they'd be very.
Maybe.
Might be.
Could be.
Can't believe I missed you guys. That's how kind of lonely life I lead.
Yep. Whoa.
Final stone. Trying to take away a wonderful tap. Angle it back. Oh, and then drives it by. It'll be a steal of one. Kevin Cooey taps it to the lid, and it survives. So it's on here, this rivalry between Cooey and Gushue, and Cooey with that wonderful tap right to the lid. Gushue couldn't make the run back. 1-0, Cooey, Gushue. Once again with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones here in 2.
There right now. Top four down. Teed up.
Close.
Back four.
Line's good. Doesn't need to curl at this point. Line's fine. Whoa.
Top four.
Whoa.
You're right. You're right. Tee back four.
Let her dig.
Back four, back eight.
Stay with it, guys.
It's all there.
No, on its own, on its own. Doesn't need to curl. Doesn't need to curl.
Good, Jeff.
And I think what makes this tap to the lid so impressive, again, because of the addition of 2 players, Colton Flash, BJ Neufeld, all the things that go into making this shot.
Yeah, it's all about communication. The first thing Kevin says is, talk to me. Benny started yelling about the speed. Colton thought the line was tight. BJ could see what it was over curling. They got on it quick enough, stopped just in time. Right on the nose. Beautiful.
And then that run back of that stone just to the top edge didn't work out. Key shot brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
You can still get in there if you need to. It's full 8.
wasn't close, was it? And now it's kind of a double corner situation.
Yeah, you threw them a second one.
I think it's a touch slower on this side, but it's just
You mind air more?
I think this is fine.
Okay.
That's close.
Okay.
A little light.
Lots of room. Wait, don't wait. Line's good.
It's a little light. All yours. Full 8.
Gotta go.
Should get a lot of curl on this
Whoa,
side.
easy, Mert. Easy,
Line's
Mert.
good.
Full 8. Full 8, guys. Line's good. Full 8.
Line's good. Over curling. Over curling.
Lead it.
There it goes.
It's fully.
Good.
Good shot.
This way, Brett.
That was 14-4 to there.
Yeah.
Freeze it up. Good. Yeah, it's not full speed here. It's a little slower than that in turn.
Well, you can hear just in Ben Ebert's voice. This, they're a little more wired for this.
Top 8.
No
Close.
question.
We're there, Kev.
Frozen.
Frozen.
That's what we want.
Can you go around?
Are you heavy? Hard then.
Yeah, we are.
Hard then. Hard. Hard, Benny.
Okay.
Tried to call the audible to go around, but a little too late. It just goes so hard once it gets to the line.
Little miscommunication there.
Yeah, they thought it was good, and then realized it was deep.
The Kui front end waits a long time to let the skip know where it really is.
Let's throw just here.
Yep.
Now, in fairness, it was only a foot heavy, but that makes all the difference here. Huge end building up here for Gushue.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa, whoa. Right
Stay
off.
with it.
Good weight.
Stay with it. Lead. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Brett Gallant.
No.
Hey.
Now going to crawl up the back. No, not quite. So they are sitting the 3 with last rock.
Real good. Yeah. I just wanted to be at the outside edge of it, if anything.
I know.
So weight's pretty good. It's probably like a 14.5 now.
Yeah, speed's fine.
Tough situation for Kui because there's really they rolled over well enough that there's no good hit on the wing.
No.
So you have to play the freeze with 3 Gushue stones in the rings. Gets a little scary.
Really close. Room. I got it there.
Room.
I got all there. Weight's good.
Line's close.
Hard then.
Hard line.
Hard.
Hard line.
Well, this is one of the reasons they wanted Colton Flash, is just his ability to brush and just rub and roll off into the middle.
Spot hasn't been really good to us yet.
Try that.
Mine did nothing like that.
I got 8.
Well, Brad Jacobs has a chance to run the table, go undefeated as he plays Brendan Botcher. Blanked the first, and Jacobs with last rock here in the second.
And he certainly needs it. Brendan Botcher made a great come around on his first, but Brad Jacobs' run back stuffed it and left 2 yellow stones in the house, and Brendan Botcher went around again and lies 3. Brad has decided he cannot see enough from the hack, so he's going around the stone at the top of the 4 to get to the T line full 4 for the single.
Sweep for T.
Sweep for T. Line's good.
Line's good.
Come on, line's good. Line's pretty good. Come on, T.
Mark Nichols.
Come on, T.
Come on, guys, go.
The Brush Brothers.
Finish it.
Pete.
Finish it.
Go. Keep going.
Great sweep, guys. Great sweep.
Enough?
I don't know if it curled enough.
Not quite enough.
Oh, fuck. Good throw.
One yellow. That's okay.
Not quite enough.
Didn't have to hit it as much earlier.
So
One yellow.
Botcher with the steal. It's similar to what we saw last night
Get it going on into the corner.
when Jacobs made that wonderful draw. Was it last night or this morning?
Run the
Last
one that gets
night.
through onto these.
And the 2 shots he made to beat Epping
I think we
this
need that
afternoon,
one.
just incredible.
We're so dead.
This is trouble for Kui's team.
I'm just. Come here.
They talked about running that center red guard of theirs, but Kevin said we need it. Opening it
Like,
up
I think
is
we're
only
gonna
helping
need this
them.
rock. We're in so much trouble here. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
just get rid. I was thinking maybe just kind of do something like this for now. Sit there, like he has a tough to get another one in there.
What do you think? He might nose that.
Well,
in-turn draw wide.
He might, but
yeah.
I mean, we've got some outs here.
Yeah.
You can play this too now. You can bump that one in.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Bumping that onto this.
Yeah, or straight tap, chisel off this. Chisel off this is good.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
It's a good call because what Kevin said is we like that one there, we want it. So if you just tap it, you'll still have your shooter sitting right there, and it's usable.
Either straight back or a little bit on an angle and bump it frozen would be probably ideal.
Back line-ish.
Back line-ish, yeah.
Okay. Would have been tempting to run it in, though. I know you're losing it, but there's still 2 guards. You could run it in onto one of those yellows over to that corner one.
I kind of like the in-turn draw, honestly, trying to get in
Whoa.
there.
Right around everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if you figured you could get the right
Gotta
speed,
go.
it's absolutely.
Oh, heavy. Wait, good, lots. Hard. Back
Whoa.
line. Yep. Whoa.
Hard.
Back line. Yep. Yes.
Hard bend.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Whoa. No.
Shot.
Is it in the hole?
Yeah, I think so.
Shot.
So I don't know.
Sweet.
Okay.
Girls a feather more.
Okay.
What's the issue?
You want me to go check on him?
Might just have to get through this end.
What?
He might just have to get through this end.
Oh, I think Brad's not feeling well.
Brad's getting sick.
I think Brad's sick.
Huh?
Yeah, Brad was saying, you overheard him say, my stomach's not going very well.
A couple times dirty.
Oh, that's too bad.
Kevin said Brad might just have to get through this end.
there a hole there?
He could get 6. And Brad doesn't have to curl.
Because we're getting killed here.
Beautiful shot there.
Is there a hole?
Oh, I think so. They got really unlucky, didn't they, Cheryl? But it doesn't go feather and kind of gear affected it dead buried there.
Yeah.
Through last end?
Yeah, that'd be ideal. Yeah, try and get to the nose.
Okay. Been better?
Oh,
Pretty yellow here, Jeff.
Yeller, yeah. Grab one of those.
Kind of way. Hack.
Same way you threw last end.
So good hack.
No.
Yep, hack weight.
Mark can get
Remember
through
it
this
was-
Yeah, it was a
port,
little
Cheryl.
light.
Yeah,
No.
but yeah.
This is gonna curl.
Yeah. I can hold it for you a little bit.
No, I won't
Because
overthrow.
that guard that you can't see
Been a few down here
is
with it, so.
long,
Mm-hmm.
just over the hog line.
Plus, they've got a yellow raise if Kevin does get one in there.
Well, nice hack.
no.
Whoa!
Hair more. No.
Whoa!
Get on, Jeff. Get on it, Jeff.
No.
Jeff! Hard, Jeff!
Jeff Walker,
Come on, Jeff. You're making
Hard,
a goal.
Jeff!
Come on, buddy. Making a goal.
you found it? No.
Just get it in here somewhere. Yep. Get it behind the tee so he can't roll off it. Go.
Yeah, but they will spill it in, and they do
Okay, Mark.
get it to
Just a hair full.
just back of the tee.
You knew it. Great weight.
Blank.
Sorry.
Dunstone continues to lead.
Good weight.
Or you throw a straight guard.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Carey steal a 1 to take a 3-0 lead.
That's hard. And
Lob one in here. Can you get the second?
well, I don't think I can even
Robertson
count either.
gets a
He's
couple.
the problem.
I think if you got right to the middle, maybe. Think
Yeah,
so?
it's hard to take both away though, right? Like, I guess.
Both what away, Koo? Like his runner's not really good for him if he runs
I'm
this.
not worried about the runner. I'm worried about like.
Good draws. That's great.
It's got to be a pretty good guard.
I'm okay with that.
What?
I like him to draw. We can follow him. I think we got a guard.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not worried about him drawing.
Feel the guard.
Were you ever doing this? Chipping it and rolling away.
Could you just draw to that corner?
Spins open. I might leave it back.
You
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
There's room.
Maybe guard, hey?
Or this.
They're
No,
talking
I
about a
can't. If I
guard, but
nose
with
it,
Gushue's
any-
ability,
yeah,
they're going
it's
to
easy.
open that up, and then it's a very, very lonely rock out there. It might be better to cut their losses, maybe get into there, Cheryl.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Brad might have something to sit 2 or 3, but at least that one takes away the other 3.
Okay, just bite
I think I'm with you on that, Russ, because that's
think
one
you can
very
be
lonely red there.
You, let's say you hold them to 2 or 3. You're, you know, you're already up 1-0 here, and then you're still in the game.
Yeah, tight guard, Kev.
But look at how complicated it's become. We're only in the second, and Cuey's forced to take a 90.
Yeah. And but this is massive.
Yeah, we're not
Send
heavy.
Okay, line's good.
be the game.
Line's good. Doesn't have to curl.
I know. No, it's not heavy.
Over curling.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Stop. Stop.
That's it. Okay, Kev.
Might be good enough because Brad has to get to the nose.
I don't like going there because he follows me. Try this.
Okay. I think so. If you feather ticket and move it up a little, you might have room on your next one.
Yeah, he rolls, but yeah. The other options, we just get in here and.
My only fear is, can he tap his red up? And if he tap, I guess we have this.
He can. That's why I was thinking if we did this, get it there.
Right now,
like
if he
that.
taps it, though, we have that for a big end.
Okay.
Minute 10. You like this? Yeah. T-line.
This is where the 4-minute time restriction makes it difficult on both teams. It's you really want to think this out, especially if you're Team Cooey.
You probably don't want to tap this too far, do you, Russ?
No.
Because then I think Cooey taps his red frozen and rolls to the wing, too.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit slow, but not too bad.
Yeah, I think they're thinking get it out of there so Brad can play the out-turn tap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. It could hurt him.
Don't tap it deep, that's for sure.
T-line.
It's pretty good.
I'd say it's a little light.
Yeah.
Hard.
Line's
Line's
holding.
Now keep in mind, this is something that hasn't been adopted totally by Curling Canada. This is
Top 8.
their attempt,
Top 12.
along with World Curling Federation, to speed up the game. So there'll be some analysis after this
Gotta get it past that
event.
Took that away, too.
So a little slow out there, right?
Way or tap, too, I think.
I think if he blasts this, I don't think he's going to have enough energy to get it.
Timeout.
30-second timeout. Skip's timeout taken.
30-second.
What's his shot for 2? Does he have this? He bangs it.
I don't know. I think it's getting.
We go here?
No.
It might kick it right across.
He might play this.
BJ thinks it loses too much
across the
steam.
top. I'm
First
not
bust
seeing
the roll.
I don't know. These rocks are pretty lively.
Yeah.
I like the roll.
What else?
Sure.
I like it.
It's like there's not much to guard. I don't think he can kill that, do you?
No. Really
No,
hard.
not with the out turn.
No.
Okay.
With heel,
Which
maybe,
way?
Ben?
I'd like to throw the out.
Sure.
I just think
What?
it might curl.
It will. Yeah.
But then I think we can call it
That's pretty
aggressive,
much-
like normal.
Okay.
Most of it
Yeah, I
is
like that.
Man, oh man.
Benny, clean my rock.
Yeah.
Give me the time.
Give him the time flash.
You
10
got 12,
seconds. 10
11,
seconds.
10, 9,
Throw in control.
8,
Normal.
7.
And crosses at 4.
Whoa.
Should curl.
Whoa.
Off.
Flash, get ready. Flash, flash,
Flash. Flash.
flash.
Hard flash.
Hard.
Just rush
I
that.
think it's
Yeah.
worth it to go.
No choice. Wow.
Yeah.
2/3.
If you
Have
can
a
hit
look from
3/4.
I don't know if you can quite hit 3/4.
You plant.
Yeah, it's either that or try to slide wide and hook it in there.
Now this
Frame,
rule,
isn't it? Can
I
you
can't
hit
get
it
through the hole with
too
the
thick?
outer without risking bumping them up.
Can you hit it too thick?
for a guy, for a player like
Frame for you?
Kevin Cooey, who's notoriously slow anyway. This really hurts him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're pressed at some pretty key moments in a game.
We have to remember too, like 4 minutes, you know, times 10 is 40 minutes is way too much time in a lot of ways. But when you get an end like this, and it's a potential 6, you need to really think a lot of the options out.
Hard!
Final stone.
Yes! Yes!
Pucker now.
Whoa! Whoa!
Get it by,
Yes!
angle it back. What do you got? Spill it out. Oh, goodness. And count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. What a shot.
Imagine if he was feeling a little better. Angles it back, kills one of his own, doesn't jam the raised rock for 4. And it's not Gushue now with an upset stomach. On this Friday night, final draw of men's play at the Canada Cup. Gushue with that 4.
Even him up.
Kevin Cooley rushed with his last because of time. But both these teams know how to score. These are the 2 teams that have put more 4s on the scoreboard than any other.
Yep. Little slow here, guys. A little slow, yeah.
Well, Chelsea Carey still with that outside chance to qualify if she can win over Laura Walker. And
Top 8.
I don't know who's the shot there. You think it's the yellow back or the top red?
It's really hard to tell from this angle. It was Laura Walker in on a bunch to draw, and Chelsea threw a guard on her last one, whether she was trying to just protect. This is a throwaway.
I really expected more than it's really tough to tell.
One scored.
Okay. Well to go. Way to go. Looks like they gave it to red.
Good. Yes. Makes such a big difference.
Or red to Chelsea Carey, pardon me. 1 to Chelsea Carey.
Board.
Should drill real good here, Flash.
Good. Good hack.
Try and open it up a little bit and roll your shooter.
Pretty aggressive end for Cooey when you think back. Hey, they were up 1-0. They threw 2 center guards. Then they threw 5 more draws. Then decided to hit on the last one, rolled out, gave up 4.
Good hack.
Off.
This looks pretty nice.
Oh, good shot, Flash. Shot, Colton.
Nice shot. That's right under there.
You want to chase it?
Half inch on this side.
Okay. Hack. You have to throw this pretty stiff.
Think this will really move out here?
I think it'll move once it gets near the hog line.
I might be out at the hog line.
He's going to hold it out there.
This ran straight day 1. Remember we had a couple here that didn't curl.
Heavy hack.
Historically, you get a little more curl as the week goes along.
Yep. Whoa! Off it. Close. We haven't got anything yet. Whoa.
Close, clean.
Whoa. Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa.
Beauty.
That was just made with the right weight.
And hangs it there right on the edge.
Didn't overthrow it.
Brad. Nice shot.
Thanks.
Came down a little too.
Throw
Always happy with the line.
Throw the same weight.
Okay.
Try and go the other way now, across the face behind the, you've got somewhat staggered corner guards, offset center guards.
More.
Whoa.
Whoa, off. Close beach.
Close. Whoa.
Close beach.
No.
Close beach.
Benny. Ben. Whoa. Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Got a roll, sure does. Very nice. Colton Flash. These, that's what he learned. in his year of skipping after leaving Steve Laycock with the softer shots.
Yes.
And you get an example of that now.
Two wonderful examples back to back. Rolls buried on a rock you could hardly see. And then look at this. Just and didn't roll too far either. It makes that yellow run back a wee bit harder. It is there though.
Yep. Hard.
Mark Nichols picked up by Gallant.
Hard.
Got it.
Roll that. Good. It's in. That's pretty
And
good.
he rolls it over to catch the top of the 12.
Yeah. Top 8, top tee. Speed here.
Speed will be good.
Okay.
No, but I like the curve.
Close, not heavy. I agree. Don't kill him.
Line's a little tight.
Okay, line only. Weight's
Oh,
good.
heavy.
Weight's good. Line's
Whoa.
good.
Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa then.
Top tee.
Whoa then.
Top tee. Line's good. It's got to stop. Top 4.
It's
Over
off.
curl. Top 4 weight. Top 8
Whoa.
weight. Top 8.
Whoa. Yep. 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 Good shot.
Perfect.
Super long. I don't think.
Where were all these shots last end?
No kidding. BJ made that tap, tried to tap freeze, and it went tick, tick, and rolled on them, and that's that allowed Brad to have a little bit of room.
Yeah. Hard.
Stay down.
Hard.
Stay down, stay with it, run it back, run it by.
Yep. Square. Whoa.
And roll it over and cover.
There's a slate opportunity.
Try
He was
through it.
so close, Mark.
Good try. Through it. Just that much tight, if anything, but it was real close. Could have done with maybe an inch more ice as well, but
Oh,
Hit and roll.
Somewhere buried.
Go the
You
same
wanna-
way. BJ,
you wanna
flip it
get
back
this
for you. All right, back 8.
into the 8-foot somehow, not in the 4-foot, because then
Buried
there's
somewhere.
that pretty easy yellow raise. It'd
try
be
for
tough to
back
bury it that much because there's not much room. The rock they're going around is in the rings. Tough to position. If you go back 8, which will get it buried, then there'll be a double.
Okay, you can go.
yeah, with their rock being higher in the rings over there, they can.
Line's good.
Gushue's team can
Line's
use
good.
it all day long to get
T-line.
over
Yep.
either a roll or a
T.
double.
Back 4.
Hard. Line's good. Whoa.
We're there.
Whoa then. Flashes.
Where do you
I'd
want
like
it?
to lose
No,
it in
no,
here.
no.
Where
Where do you want it? It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Good shot, Beach. Good spot.
Hey, good sweep, guys.
Shot. Shot, BJ.
Good sweep.
It's as good as you could do without leaving a double. Hit and rolls there.
Shots.
Thanks.
What did you feel you threw there? Similar?
That's good speed.
Yeah. But did the same on both those, or do you have it?
Yeah. No, I thought I was kind of going off the same.
board weight. What's that?
Board? Board, yep.
I like
Be
this
funny if I
weight
said-
call.
You're in the
Board
first
weight.
Not
It's a
far
little
from it.
wider than that.
Okay.
A lot more options. Brushers get brought into play. If it rolls a little deep, you can roll onto the Cooey stone. If it's a little flat, you can roll right behind the corner shot.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Should know the spot. Mark just played it twice.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes. No roll.
Gotta go, Beach. Gotta go, Beach.
Gotta go.
Stiff.
Gotta go.
Just jumped on them.
And it slides to the back
Light,
edge.
Yeah.
The rock belongs to
Was it?
Cooey.
I think so.
Took off like it might have been a little light.
That's good.
What's that?
It was good.
Then.
Like a little light at the end.
That's what I said, but they said it was good.
You
But
still got to
it
get
did look
this
like-
real buried, or he just hammers that.
Top tee.
Yeah, in front of the tee would be nice.
How do you bury it,
speed's good
keep
here,
in front of the tee
Did
line?
BJ throw the same on those two? Like, is it, he thinks it's
It's full up here. It's full speed. It's right about
nice.
speed here. Curl's big here.
Yeah, I got a
Line's
little
good.
Line's good. Room. Hard. No, line's good. Room. Line's good. Room.
No, weight's good.
Whoa. Weight's good.
T-line, yep. Hard. Hard.
Gotta get it by.
Hard.
Flash, go.
Hard. Keep going.
Go, Flash.
Whoa. Whoa.
Great shot, Kev.
Oh, it's hard to believe you could get that much curl.
Well,
Shot, Kev.
and they played that pretty
Very nice.
tight to that guard.
A great team shot.
Right? Top 4.
Full 8. Full 8 on this line is fine.
14.87 on that.
Yeah. This one's just out of the 8-foot.
I know what you're saying.
Right? So.
Yeah.
That'd be absolutely perfect, but there's a couple of options. That cuts out the back one, and that cuts out the back one. The only thing you cannot do on the way down is tick and roll open.
And then you hand 3 back.
Yeah, that's true.
Good?
Speed was good for them, yeah.
It's half the 4-foot depth.
Yeah, you're saying if he shot rock.
Yeah, he shot.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Wait only, guys.
Room.
It's close.
Needs to curl a bit.
Room.
Wait to go soon. Line's
Now,
good.
if this snaps the way
Line's good. No
Cooey's
bounce.
did.
No. Jeff's in.
No, Jeff's rock.
No bounce, guys.
Looks all. Yep.
Go now.
Yep.
Better take it back. Uh-oh.
Oh, got caught in the middle. They were hoping it was going to come down to the and curl and corner freeze. Or to your point, Russ, drag it further and freeze to the back.
But you know, I think it's far
Rock
enough
shorter there
back.
on that line. Or get a couple more inches.
Well,
You can't nose it without getting that back one, can you?
Oh, they overswept it on us.
I was.
may have just curled enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand that, yeah. But we
It's maybe just for 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Just enough.
Sugar.
We got it half rock
That's
further.
close.
Can't get
I don't
two-
know
can't
if you've
get
got
3.
enough room to curl enough by that top tight yellow
Yeah,
12-foot.
It's 5-1 if you wreck.
Final stone, Kevin Cooey.
Weight's good.
Here in the third, right away.
just
Hebert's
through.
got him.
Whoa. Get.
Get it by. Can you get to the nose? Push it back for 3, or is it 2? Boy, this is a trying to save this now.
Whoa. Flash.
Look out. And then they'll catch in the back. But that close to getting across the nose.
That wasn't there, and he nearly made it.
Oh, that was brilliant. That was a great shot for 2.
To pick up 2. When you think about how close this comes to that Yellowstone here, watch that. He still had some room. Now this, if he could have maybe tightened it up against by that stone, maybe gotten across the nose, maybe get 3. He settles for 2.
Easy for line. Easy for line.
Line's perfect.
Ben Hebert throwing lead stones for Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Halfway, a little tighter.
Wonderful shot to get 2 that far.
Go.
Just that little bit away from possibly getting 3. 1 point game. Gushue leads it, and he has last drop here in 4.
Shot.
Hack.
Well, that's his usual performance.
Weight's good.
Yes.
Back weight.
Yep.
Cooey's team tried to get this covered so that this couldn't be played, but it just didn't come up enough the guard. And I like Brad Gushue's call on the tight center guard. They played the ticked it in and rolled a little bit to the corner, as you see to the right there.
Really good idea.
Good weight, eh?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, even
Great
back.
weight.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah, you got the corner, and you get a chance to hit a rock that's now in the
harder than
rings,
I've
not in
been
the free
throwing.
guard zone.
Yeah, back 4, Flash. That's the weight.
This is always a little bit of the turnover end with Cooey, because you're trying to force really hard, But when you start wanting to force that bad, you're leaving stones
Just
in
line
play,
right now,
opposition
okay?
stones like they are now.
He forced him to 4 last time.
Yeah. Can't do that again.
Nope.
Get a T line at least.
Line's great.
Hard, Benny.
I gotta go. Hard, Ben.
Hard, Dan. Gotta go.
Hard. Get ready. Just keep going.
Yeah, you gotta keep. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh man, I thought you threw that hard.
Yeah, it was just a little no through it, eh? Yeah, I could tell.
Like something like this.
You hear Ben, he's starting to be able to tell when Colton doesn't release out to the broom and give that little extra.
That's why you play all those games together, practice together.
So we thinking just a little
It's
slower
two
here, boys?
extremely good curling teams here.
Okay, not much. All right.
Another good call here. You can't try to be a hero and try to get to this yellow one. So they're just going to tick it, try to bury it, split them out, be patient. The red one's not hurting them yet.
A little soft.
Yep.
Yep.
Backy!
Hard line.
Backy!
Back 4. Whoop. Back 4. Hard. Clean. Hard. Hard. Well, yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard line. Whoa. Yep. Whoa for semi. Touch his head. Good shot.
Real good. Good shot, Brad.
A little late spin, and it's the shot rock update now. Jacobs end up Brendan Botcher, and trying to figure out what's going on here. Brad with a chance.
Yeah, wide open house, an opportunity for 3 in the lead. Just a couple of doubles missed. Brendan Botcher jammed on his final one attempt to remove 2, just got 1. And that is why the entire house is open for Brad Jacobs.
So Brad Jacobs, Kathy, 5 straight. He will be in. He can do no worse than 6-1. A win, or 5-1, pardon me. Botcher, a win by Botcher, win by Gushue, and that would eliminate John Epping.
Line's not good.
Wait only.
Okay, going for weight. Line's great.
Wait. Whoa. Where are you?
Back 4.
Trying to go right around their top 4-foot stone.
Get ready, Beach.
Beach is in.
Yep, go now.
Hard beach. Every inch beach.
Hard, you gotta go. You gotta go. Keep going.
Keep going. Shot flush.
I got 4 straight. I think it gets there if we're not going. Which one you're first?
My second one, I think that rock's straight.
Can we get to the inside? Miss. Nose. Okay, let's give this a go. Okay. It's early enough. 3/4, 2/3.
Could pay big dividends here, and I don't see a downside. Even if you hit this high side and just kill it, you're in pretty good shape.
Now with hammer, you don't mind opening it up.
And him saying early enough, it's early enough in the end, I'm assuming, is that right?
Yeah, that they'll have a chance to get out of it if things don't work.
Very nice.
But it worked well.
Well,
Brad, behind you.
nose ain't a
Nose
double.
hit, I think.
You gotta roll out to make a double.
I think he's just making the double if he knows it, no?
Yeah. You gotta roll Ben's way, that's a hair.
Right. I like the out.
Should curl nicer, Beach.
Yep.
A little down.
Whoa. It's down to normal.
Whoa, weight's good. Yep. Whoa. Weight's good.
Whoa, off.
We're on top of it now. Okay.
Not sure you'd make the double, but the other option is just this.
I don't mind that either.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. Board weight.
Weight's good. Board. Yep. Hard. Yes. Hard.
It's not a great start for Mark.
Hard. Okay, good shot.
Roll over here. Yeah, we gotta hit roll. Good.
Nice
Great
sweeping.
spot.
Shot. You ever roll it 2 rocks?
Different intensity in this game, isn't there?
Yeah, 2, 3 rocks.
It just
there's
changes.
Well, have a look here. You don't see it often with men using a stopwatch, but Colton Flash does.
Whoa.
And I'm thinking because he isn't quite familiar with some of the throws and the timing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's definitely it. So he's trying. He probably knows now what typical delivery slide is for BJ coming out of the hack, and he knows what Kevin's is, because they'll all be different. That's a problem with the split time, but at least he's starting to learn each player.
And Kathy, you had an idea?
Yeah, I kind of wondered if because he skipped last year, he probably would have done hog to hogs. It's far easier for a skip to see that and to, you know, have that for consistency. And maybe that was split times that some of his players gave him. And if he's not getting that from somebody else, if he times that, it will give him a guide to go off of.
Most of the elite men, most of the top men curlers will just judge it. They know it. They've seen so many stones, they can just feel it.
Yeah, you don't see many use a stopwatch. Hog to hog.
Yeah, hog to hog makes more sense because everybody's got different sliding speed, more rotation, more add, more subtract, whatever they're doing. There's so many variables that you have to factor in after you've done that hog or that back line to hog line split time. Once it's out of your hand, there's nothing you can do about it. It's going whatever it's going, and you can get a better read.
Real good throw.
Like I don't think I would have liked that.
Too hard to stay, BJ, and jammed it.
Oh. He's not, if I don't make it though, he's not gonna hit it, right? He's gonna draw.
Okay, I don't mind this.
Okay. Good.
It's like board, like hack.
A little less, yeah.
Hack.
Little more, edge of that rock.
Hack where you hit roll under? Yeah.
It's a good call. It's kind of hack weight. You hit and roll underneath the yellow.
Yeah, I think the thinking is if you make it good, even if Brad makes it good, then you've got a straight back double, which you obviously still have to make, but it is makeable.
Well, and it brings the blank into play maybe for Gushue. You live another end.
He missed the double. Brad goes around, he's got 2 buried.
Clean.
Had one hit he missed, of course, leading to that 63% led to the 4 spot. Put on the board by Gushue in the second.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Off! Off! Sit!
And it'll finally sit. Back edge of the 8.
Right, Kev.
We leave him the same hit and roll, right? Like, oh, I mean, yeah. I'm fine.
We go
with that.
there. He.
I'm thinking this. He's
Okay.
playing hit and roll.
But
I don't like going around the corner.
Okay.
I'm fine. You don't like it?
I don't really like going around the corner.
Okay.
They're too close together.
Hack
You like
weight.
this?
Just rolled
Just
a
leaves him
hair
a
too
double.
far.
Leaves them. Yeah, I know it does, but I don't like
You
that.
like this,
That
or you
leaves
like
them
going around that
short
corner?
double.
Enough that there's no double and roll, though, right?
You like this?
Fever. Yeah.
This is my first thought.
Gives him a double. He might make the roll too.
You draw to the back one. Freeze went in there.
I think they were a little worried.
Well,
Then
we
he'd
did
just
his
follow
nose.
down and take away your.
Mm-hmm.
Because how would
Kinda
you
wait,
be?
Brad.
Yeah,
Hack.
it's close. You freeze, they freeze.
Not enough ice. That should be good, right? Should be good. Some good hack. About what,
Good hack.
we gave me.
Keep going, Sam. Hard, keep going, buddy. Go, 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 go.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep.
Whoa.
Just past the hack.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Hack.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Hard.
Hard.
I got it.
Hard.
Good shot.
Power of the brushing. Walker.
Is the double and the roll behind the
Almost gave me whiplash
corner
on
there?
that call.
Pretty close.
It's really close.
Little low with normal.
Sure. Yeah, I like that.
Either this way or
thinking
that
edge of
way,
rock?
depending on weight you throw. You can kick it out, obviously, either side. The key is
waiting,
somehow
that's
try to
max.
hang it over here.
Well, even at
Double
this
swinger.
point, just make the double and.
PLA?
No, I got a stick, or he just makes that split.
Oh, okay.
So I can make them both.
Okay.
I think that comes across it with normal, don't you? Or is
yeah.
that max?
Oh no, I like that broom. Should come across the line for sure for you.
Just a hair on the inside of a nose hit.
Get.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa, whoa. 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 Get. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
Get.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! Roll it!
Oh, just
come on.
touches it on the way by.
Oh. 50 seconds.
Can't win, eh? Wow.
To touch it, not remove it.
Great effort.
Sorry, Kev.
Forward, yep. You guys like that ice?
I do.
Forward way, yeah.
Good board.
Nice board. Clean, clean.
Whoa.
Really good weight.
Clean. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Clean.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just hit it hard. Can't hurt it.
Clean.
Jeff Walker will nurse it in.
Good.
And it's 2 more for Gushue. On this Friday night in Estevan.
Top 4. Yep.
Put 2 more on the board for Brad Gushue, who extends his lead now to 6-3 as we go to the 5th. And it is Kevin Cooey, who once again will have last rock, playing the Redstones. Mentioned earlier, these are 2 high-scoring teams, so down by 3 at this point in time wouldn't be a concern, I don't think.
No, you know, you've got opportunities. That is the whole premise of the 5 rock rule, is that you're never out of it.
Go! Yes, it does.
Just go.
Got an opportunity to get back in the game. You have to keep playing. You can't run up and down the sheet.
Right up, right up. Hard, hard,
And Team Cooey's played pretty good. You know, the really tough jam there by BJ. The dude came out of nowhere. And then they gambled their brains away in the second end, and nothing worked out with a brilliant shot by Brad.
Over here, so
it's not like they're
yeah.
playing terribly. They're just
I
a
think that's
couple,
good for halfway.
I agree.
couple tough shots in that second end. This is the standard play when you're a little bit desperate. Throw up 2 corners, usually on the same side.
Pretty high, good.
Gushue can't hit them, so he's just going to simply throw a guard, and he's got him in trouble right up the bat.
Where are you? Come on, Mark.
Finish. Needs
Hard.
to curl, Mark.
Hard, Mark.
Needs to curl.
You gotta go. You gotta go further. Come on, you gotta go further. Hard.
Go.
Jeez. Okay. The fork's there. I love it. Well, we gotta play it.
Well, back to Brad Jacobs and Brendan Botcher. 3-2. Jacobs leads.
And an opportunity here for 2 for Brendan. Brad Jacobs was facing 2 on his final, played hard for a roll to get behind cover, but rolled out. And so full 12 will do.
Line's good.
So Brad Jacobs, we know,
Our line's great.
is in the playoffs. He will finish first. Even should he lose and Cooey win,
Good seats.
he would get first place by virtue of his win over Cooey
14
on the opening day.
It's slow. Yeah. That rock's slow. That should be back 4.
Oh, Colton just rubbed. They were on and off it.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Thought he had it.
Throw flash.
Ben lifted his broom for 1 second when they yelled off, and it was gone.
Same broom. 6 feet more.
If it ticks the red, he still makes the darn thing.
Yeah, he comes right back to the yellow, doesn't he?
And he got the rub tick.
3 feet
Might be
short.
heavy.
Might need to curl.
Whoa.
Mark's
Running like it's
2 feet
hot.
short. Right to your broom. Whoa. Looks heavy
Might be
now.
in.
Tight.
Whoa.
Real tight. Oh, this is, yeah.
Whoa.
Get ready, Mark.
Whoa.
Get ready, Mark. Curl, Mark.
Whoa.
Finish it up. Yep.
Whoa, whoa, line's good.
Yep.
Whoa,
Cross the line. Yep. Okay.
That's fine. Good.
That works.
Perfect.
Yeah, good shot.
Just got there. Good judge.
Right around the nose.
You can get through the hole and hit the one in the top 12, but you have to throw it so hard, you're rolling out.
Okay. Throw, what do you have of that?
I have half. Good half.
Okay, throw what you just threw. That was same weight as you just threw.
Okay. Same weight. You need to hit 2/3.
Even if you hit it into that.
Yeah.
Kevin looked at running the yellows back into the pile there, but it just goes against your instinct when you're down 3 to be hitting. Try and get, this is a good call, try and get something into the rings.
It's a real turning point shot. If you don't make it, I'm not sure they're going to be able to
Okay.
score. If he makes this, they're in business.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa!
off,
Top one?
off. For that. Whoa. Yeah, go, 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 go.
Oh, I'm not going to get it. I got to wait till
Okay,
T-line.
good toss.
Not enough to
shot.
push it out.
Not bad,
Still
Bob.
is Gushue sitting the 2.
Got to try and find a way to guard that.
Good throw there. They kind of killed that with the brushing early.
What about an intern tap on the one Brett threw?
You can do that, certainly, yep.
I don't hate the outturn.
Yeah, if you think this is easier.
No, no, I'm
we
just...
know the ice, at least. Okay.
At the break,
Or chip the top one.
Epping leads Dunstone. Must win for Epping.
Okay.
You like this?
The only
Carry
thing I
up
don't
by a
wanna
couple
leave is,
on Walker.
him to do that.
Yeah. I don't mind the outturn, Brad.
And Robertson leading Flaxey.
No, because then our angles are bad if he gets one in here. I like your shot.
Okay.
Kind of weights you want. Throw top 12 weight.
Might be
Top
able to
8.
get there.
Top 8 even. Top 8. Top 8.
Top 8?
Yeah, you don't want to open it up for Cooey to
No.
get in there. That would be the only thing I'd be concerned about playing this.
You're right. If this ever ticks and rolls maybe top 8 foot, there'll be a double to get that buried rock.
It's good speed. A little heavy.
Top 4. Close. Pretty good weight.
Yep.
Yep. Top
Hard
4.
for line.
Top button. Yes.
Hard for line.
Top button.
Hard for line.
Top button.
Whoa. Yep. No roll. No roll.
I was playing
Just a little soft.
Okay. I
Easy
did
to be
say we
soft
could
in that spot.
hit the top one.
I like it. I like it. I was like, you guys are pretty accurate right now. You're playing
Good weight.
that.
The rock looked a
that
little.
light?
So the rock looked a little soft.
Okay.
Weight was perfect.
Okay.
Top 8, biting the 4 even. You're really good.
Nose, you roll under. It's not the end of the roll. You're going to make the double. Have to make the double.
Nose double.
Have a double.
I like the outturn.
And
Tough.
don't pick your own.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is just a slight overlap, isn't there?
really tough.
BJ Neufeld.
Whoa. Off.
Yes.
Off.
Oof. Got it.
Oh, wow.
Just to call that well.
So good.
Nice shot, BJ.
That's a shot. Great shot, Beach. Shot, Beach.
Thanks.
Look at this. Just. Wasn't a lot of that back one. Yeah, that didn't really help Brad Gushue to open that top one up. I don't even think it was going to help them a lot even to open up with
Top
the
4.
tight one.
Didn't feel heavy to me.
It was only really helping them to have those centers.
Top 4.
Lots of room. Jeffs, if you're sweeping. No need
I
to.
find it interesting sometimes how games develop.
No, top 4.
Here is Gushue again going wide outside in. He's done that a couple of times already.
Yes, he has.
Jeff, you gotta go, buddy.
So it's just a little bit of knowledge. I mean, if he ever
Okay, pretty good.
forced to go out there
Your weight.
when it's really desperate, he'll have that knowledge.
He'll know.
Yeah,
He's
no question.
kind of been pushed out there too. There's no other pass, so he has to go out. So he's starting to understand the pass and the weight out there.
That held out there, hey?
It did, yeah. Yeah, shoot.
Okay.
Absolutely behind
Looks
the
tight.
guard, and they're mad because it didn't bury.
Hey, shade more?
That was my first thought.
This will be really tricky because you heard Mark say that held it there, meaning it didn't bend as much as they thought. We've talked about that all week so far, that middle 12 or wider, it doesn't seem to curl, but not where this broom is, it will curl.
Whoa, whoa! Back 8, back 12!
Asked for a little bit more ice. The feet moved. I don't think the brush did. And here it goes.
Benny!
Got it. Stay with it.
Hard flash, go. Benny, go on
very
this
heavy.
guy. Go on this guy. Go on. Gotta get shot. Gotta get shot. All you got. All you got.
Keep it around. They do get shot.
That's good. That's pretty good.
And keep it around to junk it up.
Oh, great weight, Beach.
Ben called it right away out, said it was a little bit light, so he jumped on it, held the line, but then they let it go. It's perfect weight.
Yeah. Play it tight to the guard. If I get the guard, it's not the end of the world, I don't think, but you're right.
Good hack.
Yeah.
The way they transfer, I think you're going to have to...
I need hack. Got any other ideas?
It's a high guard.
It is, yeah.
Hack can do it.
Okay.
Brad, just board.
Great shot.
No. No, like good hack. I haven't got any of it, so a little more.
There's no yellow double for Kevin either because of that corner guard on the left.
Whoa. Whoa.
Skip stones and fine.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Jeff.
Weight's good.
Gotta go, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
Dig in.
Gotta go real hard. I got the red. Hard, Jeff. Stay on it.
Hard work. Hard right out. Go.
Beauty.
And
Great
enough.
shot, Brad.
And to hang it on the edge.
You're right, that extra weight runs quite different.
Incredible.
Just had to pound it to get it to come up a little bit so they got a piece. No.
That's a good shot.
Thanks. But it's not.
But you got to leave room for two, so. Edge of the rings.
Okay. Top 4.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Pretty nice speed out here now.
No zeros.
He's been throwing 10.
Should be normal here, right? Did you time Nichols? Did you time Nichols?
No. Time beaches. It's just a couple more feet and draw the button.
That's what we think, Koo.
Speed's not bad.
Yeah. Just a little extra than normal, Kevin, out here, probably.
No,
Or you think it's gonna be as
I think it's got to be. It's got to be normal here, don't
Okay.
you?
Sure.
I won't baby it.
Yeah.
Really veteran thinking here. They haven't had a lot of rocks out here, but they've all been brushed, and they've been brushed recently, so that should be normal speed.
I got great weight.
Would it not even be a little faster?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Gee.
Light's good.
Nice.
Green, room.
How are you doing in your curling
I
league?
start well, and then peter out.
Got to get it by.
Go.
No, just a little rub.
It's pretty good, though. I think it's right behind that high.
Get over. Yes.
Look at it go sideways here.
Go.
Man, did that ever move.
Go.
Now watch this. It's still, look at the finish.
Yeah, it's
Almost
right.
half a stone finish.
I think it's enough too, Vic.
That was my thought.
That's might be the shot.
Yeah. Even up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got to be up here, Mark.
Well, where was I?
You are pretty close to the boards. Yeah.
Now you're
So we
gonna
need to be a half
try and
rock
come
longer
around
than
a
that.
top 4-foot stone.
Was Mark out in the carpet?
Do you want a little more?
Yeah, I'd like more. I think that's close.
Just base it on the speed of the one you threw a couple runs ago.
Yeah. Let's play for back button, back 4, guys.
Yeah.
These top players just relish these things because they know how deflating would be if you ever made it. They're gonna bear down. They can get the speed right. This will be close.
Weight's good. I think we're there.
Line's good, yep.
Weight's there.
Yep. Line's nice. Line's good. Back 4, back 8. Yes. Yes.
Gallant now.
Whoa. There, just behind T.
Yeah.
Walker ready?
You're by.
No, we're good.
Jeff's
Wait.
rock. Jeff's rock.
Easy. Needs a curl.
We gotta be shot.
Whoa.
We gotta be
Whoa.
shot, Jeff.
Got to catch a little bit of the red. Oh,
it's too good.
What a shot.
Yeah. You're digging that farther trying to get the more.
Well, I know, but
Just got to
could have got a
follow
little
it
bit
down.
more curl, but
yeah,
good brush, guys.
Yeah, great judgment.
It's just a guess out there with
Yeah.
the weight, so.
Great shot.
That
Could've
pass
brought
using
another
the
little
GPS
bit.
was Weyburn and then coming down from there.
Where he was coming in, he was coming around the
That came from a long, long way.
This is extremely tough for two.
Heavy draw, and
And
then let your brushers go at the end.
And it doesn't curl at all till, 3-4 feet from the rings, then it goes sideways. Then you can't roll either.
Weight's good. Weight's good, just enough.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Final
just
stop.
enough.
whoa, whoa, oh, can't.
Weight's
Clean.
good.
Whoa,
Weight's good.
Flash on the left.
whoa.
Hebert on the right.
Flash, yeah.
You felt
Flash,
calling
flash.
line. Now Flash trying to help it, drag it over.
Hard flash.
Just push it over. Get it over.
Hard
Get it
flash.
by. Get it over.
Help him,
Hebert
baby.
helping out.
Go, go, go,
Get it
go,
over.
go, go,
Tap
beach,
it
go,
back.
beach.
Oh, how good
Sorry,
is
get
that?
Brilliant.
Take a seat, guys.
Two of the best going rock for rock, brush for brush. Gushue, Gushue here on a Friday night, the Canada Cup in Estevan. When we come back, they are one of the greatest front ends to ever play the game. Craig Saville and Brent Lang together again. Everything old is, in fact, new again.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
This season of champions is a season of change. As teams shuffle their lineups at the start of a new Olympic cycle, they have to adjust to playing with new people. And while teams try and make their new combinations work, there's one combination that we know most certainly will. Craig Saville and Brent Lang first curled together more than 20 years ago when they won a pair of Canadian and World Junior titles as teenagers. They moved to men's play, played together 7 Brier finals, winning twice, both times going on to become world champions as well. They would go their separate ways in 2014, still the best of friends, however, no longer teammates. At the Ottawa Brier 2 years ago, in the midst of battling cancer, Craig Saville made an emotional return to the ice, and his buddy Brent was there to cheer him on. Earlier this year, when John Epping announced that his new front end was actually an old front end, well, it made us all smile. One of the best combinations ever had been reunited. Saville and Lang together again. It just sounds right, doesn't it?
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures, and by New Holland, #TogetherBlue.
Staying with it.
Whoa, whoa,
Now, are you going to get through this? Oh my gosh, you are. Oh!
Oh, how good is that?
That's what they told me.
Sitting 2, we believe. Chance for the hit and roll in for the win. Now, Sweeting calling it off. Now called off. What do you got here? Roll it in. A little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, goodness.
Are you kidding?
What a shot.
I'm getting better.
Tide's getting better, boys. Okay, you got to feather it now. You got to get by an inch.
Come on, EJ, go.
Look at the scrub. Look at the carry. Hopefully it'll just fade in. And over. Oh, what a beauty. Trying to win her first. Kathy over in Clapham. Larry Olsen-Johns off, come across. Oh, for the win. Brush Brothers. 1, come across, move them. Oh, he's caught it. Brad Jacobs. And that's the kind of curling we have seen since we started this on Wednesday morning. So here are the standings as they are coming into this evening, Friday night. Final draw for the men on the ice. The only team not on the ice, Reed Carruthers, winless. So Brad Jacobs, we know, is in. Finish first. Kevin Cooey, win, you're in. Botcher, Gushue, either of them win, and that takes away any chance for John Epping. There is a potential here for tiebreakers. We could have 3 teams tied. On the women's side, Anderson, Jones, in. Tomorrow, Rachel Holman. That's the final women's draw tomorrow morning. Rachel Holman, a win over Ali Flaxey, and Rachel Holman would be in. There is also the chance of tiebreakers there. Wonderful facility here in Estevan, Affinity Place.
Good shot. Good boy. Beauty.
As we go to the 6th. 6-5, and Gushue has the lead. He also has the last rock playing the Yellowstone.
Help me out, Cheryl. That shot, they're come around by Gushue.
Top 4.
Buried around a rock in the rings. You're making that 5% of the time, 10% of the time?
Yes.
And Cooey's was better.
Yes.
Just line. Probably go to the button.
Incredible shot making that in.
We can go to the button.
And being pushed out into the carpet, too.
Yeah, we're heavy. Back 4. Get by. Kevin. Hard.
Back 4.
No, off. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
So let's check the numbers after 5.
Well, we talked about these teams coming in and how even they were, and they still are really at 85 and 84%. The only thing that's not even is the score. So if you could throw that 4-ender out, that would be perfect. But I look at BJ Neufeld, he's shooting 90%, and he could be the advantage for this team to make a comeback against Mark Nichols, who's only at 70%.
Numbers after 5, brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years.
Heavy hack. Clean.
Over 10.
Yep. Hack weight.
Hard.
Hard, Mark.
Hard.
Hard. Gotta go. Whoa. Whoa, Jeff.
Jeff.
Go, go. Okay.
Very nice.
Sweet. Good weight.
Double is too thin.
Nope, it's not. Goes through.
Okay, to the hack.
Back line. Yep.
To the hack.
Yep.
Hard man.
Whoa.
To the hack. Whoa.
Beads. BJ. Whoa. BJ. No. Yep. Beach. Go a little bit hard, just a hair. Hard. Shot.
Good shot.
Same or hair left. Nose is even. Pretty good. Same weight. Just a little less. Or a little less, yeah. You were a good hack there. A little more.
It's 2 or 3 times already that Brent sets for
Yep.
a little more ice on his out turn.
Yep. Line's tight.
You don't want to roll to the right as we're looking at it and stagger these two, because you know what Cooey will do.
Hard.
Oh, this is just gone.
Oh, you never gave that a chance.
Brett.
Got a freeze on the yellow, guys.
That was my first thought too, was to bump and.
Well, I think you bump and just
Well,
roll
it was
half
one of the
rock.
thoughts coming in
He
that Brett Plant was a little off his game. I mean, look at it, it's 89% tonight. It's when you miss them.
No, I don't hate it.
It's when the mistakes happen. But some of his tour events were in the 70s.
Yeah, not as consistent as you normally see him.
Just kind of roll it edge on edge under the guards. Edge on edge.
Yeah, even if you're on the nose and you only
Yeah,
bump it
you
that
don't
far.
really want to roll under. Just a
Yeah, I
little
know that.
across and move it a foot.
Okay.
Probably just need a T-line.
Okay.
Line lead.
Just tap it a bit, roll just that you can see 3/4 of this rock.
T. Back 4.
Brett can then not remove it.
Hard. How's the weight? Lots of weight. What? Lots of weight. Back 4.
Whoa. I don't know.
Don't miss
Yep,
it.
yep, 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 yep.
Yeah.
No, not to get under there.
Ouch. No, I was trying to just miss it.
Holy moly.
Boogie.
Jeez, I can't buy one.
Rolling out is okay.
It's
You like
just
here?
kind of smudge
Sir?
coming in. Kevin was actually thought it was wide enough they're going to
Gonna
try
wait?
something else, and it's still over curled.
Yep, yep. Good weight. Yes.
Mark
Easy.
Nichols.
Hard. Easy. Hard. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Roll, no.
It's close.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Great shot. Good call, Brad. Shot. Nice weight. Was that one of the? Was that an easy?
Kind of weight. I didn't see.
Feel on. Back
Draw.
foot.
Come around everything.
Yeah.
Draw around everything. Back button.
Around it all.
How good is the curling surface when you can use a rock on the forefoot as a guard?
It's good.
Hard to bury this completely though without being second shot.
Line's good.
The way it finishes,
Line only.
a little wider this time.
It'll be good. Back
Yep.
four.
Whoa, line's good. Yep.
Hard. Hard. Line only.
Whoa,
Heavy.
off.
Heavy.
Off
Heavy.
then.
No,
Heavy.
it's good. It's good. Flash.
There it
Gotta
goes.
go
This is
weak.
the turn with the most curl.
Go.
Hard, hard,
Keep
hard,
going.
hard, hard,
Boy,
hard,
did they
hard.
just feather that. And they'll get a quarter of a stone underneath.
Just lost its legs.
Another foot. Another foot.
6 inches farther, it's gone.
Whoa. Right off.
Watch that center line and see if
We
it
got an
starts
air ball.
coming back. And nothing. Wow. That floated all the way down. There was that same distance between the stone and the center line almost from when he released it.
Yeah, you could see it even maybe back a bit off the line, just that kind of release
Look at
that it.
there, right there. And same, all the way down.
Can't really guard it because you can slash hard. So.
Trying to get it out here, right?
Touch the line.
Just,
Really, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to leave a hole.
You really could leave a hole because if it gets through the hole, it's going to wreck on the red one, the top red one.
Corner freeze our red one, eh? Our top one.
I'd just be worried. It's hard to.
Make it perfect.
Well, just if it over curls.
Yeah, that's not great.
Okay.
It's not the. It's hard to
Okay,
get the
so you're
line.
going 2/3 here or halfway?
No, I'm going. Yeah, 2/3.
Okay.
Ben was talking about maybe corner freezing
biting
the
the line.
top red stone, but it's risky because if you ever really chip off, you leave a double.
Yep.
I think you take your chances
Line's
here,
good.
halfway
Should be
guard.
fine.
Remember in the second end, Kevin sees the
Got the
exact
room.
same shot at
Easy.
over
Pass
curled
the
and
curl.
they gave up a
Wait
4.
for it, Flash. Flash, wait for it.
Pass the curl.
Oh boy, is there going to be a court here?
Pass the curl.
Keep going.
Hard, guys.
Keep going.
Hard, guys.
Keep going. Keep going.
Hard, guys.
Hard.
Hard.
Right up. Right up.
They just
Good
closed
sweep.
up on him.
Good
Huh?
shot.
Good sweep.
Shot, Kev.
I think he did it.
Yeah, you better thank your brushers on that.
Blank in 6. It remains Epping by
I
1.
think the hole's there, Brad.
Walker got one to close the gap.
I don't play the run.
Yeah.
Flaxey with a couple to lead Robertson. And Jacobs with a single and 6. They're even now, Botcher.
Might be there with the in turn if you had to make it with the in. I think it's there.
This raise makes way more sense if you took the long
Yeah, a little
one,
bit more.
not the one they're aiming at now. Kevin buries another one, and you're risking giving up a steal at 2. The score the way it is, you can't do that. Run this in. Kevin's got a hard one.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Hurt.
And now how far will it spill? And spills far enough. So
Real good shot.
Just good enough.
shot rock belongs to Gushue.
Good throw, Brad.
Shot, Brad.
I don't know if you thought you can make this with some weight, like a
No, you'd have to play that and sit 2. I mean, I've seen this.
Okay.
Little more.
Still going to try to loop around, is he?
Right around everything.
Okay, he's what? Just biting 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that ice, almost 6 feet. That previous shot of Kevin's stayed out there for the longest time. That would be the worry here now. He has to throw this a little harder.
You saw BJ's come down, so that'll be in the Brusher's mind
Oh, if you
once
can.
it got to the
Just
slide
the
path.
Lots of room.
Where are you? Light's good.
Light to go.
Okay. Wait for it.
How's the curl still?
Where are you, Flash?
Gotta go.
T-line.
Looks T-line. T-line.
It's got a
It'll be
curl.
good. Weight's good. Has to curl.
Oh, he's just ready to pounce, aren't they? Wait, now they got him.
Go.
Now, Flash, Heber, take it back.
Kick off.
Just dying in that slide path, just a tad, aren't they?
Try.
Okay, so raises a question here. You know it, you've seen it. Could you not gamble and brush it a little early to try and take it back?
You could, and you're right, Vic, because they did see that same thing happen on BJ's. It's just, I think they knew he threw a little bit more, which he did, but still came down harder.
Even with that much curl, though, like 4 inches farther, it's gone.
I wondered if they'd seen it, the intern, you're in the better path.
True.
Come around with the intern, because it just doesn't seem like anything wants to go once it hits a slide path.
The really bad news here for Kevin is that the best way to make this is just throw Peel weight, and then you've got that catcher on the side with that beautiful raise that Brad played, and it makes this shot a lot easier.
Whoa.
Final stone, shot rock does belong to Cooey.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Whoa. No.
Oh, God, look at that. 1 and 2 more for Gushue. Terrific game on this Friday night in Estevan in the Home Hardware Canada Cup.
Okay, that's fine.
Ready for the weekend. We are here in Estevan and the Home Hardware Canada Cup. One more women's draw tomorrow. The possibility there could be a men's tiebreaker alongside.
Yep.
As we sort it out here, final draw for the men tonight. So Gushue with the lead, and it's Cooey again with Last Rock playing the Redstones.
Shot that. Guard.
I've seen a mixture of when you're down like this, a little bit desperate, 2 corner guards obviously, but I would say maybe 60% of the time it's 2 on the same side. This time Cooey's separated them. 6-1 in a lot of ways, and you need an error.
You're close.
Just past half.
Line's a hair tight. No, line's good.
Whoa, line. Real tight. Whoa. We're on the corner right now.
Stay with it, Mark.
Short of the rings. Get ready. Foot short of the rings. Yeah, hard. Hard. Take the stagger off.
Make that double. We just go around the outside.
That's the side of the sheet that curls pretty.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Oh, really? Whoa, guys. Okay.
Very fortunate they're not staggered.
Checking in again, Kathy, on Jacobs and Botcher in a 4-4 tie.
Now, Brendan Botcher made a brilliant shot on his final one. He made a double, and the redirect of the double also removed a third Jacob stone, and all of a sudden left Brad facing 3. That's the ones on the outside right. And then Brad Jacobs made the perfect freeze, and so this is now the 4th.
So all he's got left is the draw, is it?
You bet.
Very good, guys. Enough to kill it.
Nice shot.
For the signal to take the 5-4 lead again. Jacobs will finish first, even with a loss. He should go to 1 loss and Cooey wins. He beat Cooey in the first draw, so he would get first place. And a win by Botcher or Gushue would eliminate John Epping.
Whoa! Close, it's a little late. It's late. Yep. I think if we get close to nose, it'll kill it. Mark. Close to nose will kill it. Help him, Jeff. Help him.
Hurt.
Come on. Hard.
Hard, Mark.
Sweet Jeff. Roll the shooter, Mark.
Get out. Get out.
Good. Good call, guys.
That was made by the brushers. They realized it was soft weight, but it still had to curl, so they tried to make a curl early, and then both brushed it for some speed, just barely.
Good sweeping.
Enough.
Dead nose. Yeah.
Two choices here. You could kind of tap it back, have a bit of a wall, but I think he wants to start utilizing those corners. Dead on makes the triple.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Just no matter what you do, make sure your shooter sticks in the rings.
No, no, no,
okay,
no,
watch
no.
this roll. Okay, Flash.
Not bad at all.
It's not bad. It gives you a little bit more breathing room.
Like to throw here.
Normal weight.
Is this going to go?
Normal weight, nice throw right to that broom. I think it's perfect ice.
Just what you want to hear when you're unsure of the spot. Is it going to go? Nope, this is good.
Real hard. Really light normal. Really hard, Brett. Hard.
Keep going.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Hard to save a maximum, Brett. Hard. Gotta go.
Gallant staying with it. When they touched it, they'll sit the two without. So let's go back to the your keys to the game, and we'll start with Gushue. This is what you said.
Well, he's definitely limited in the unforced errors. It was Cooey in number 2 when he gambled his brains off and missed a few the wrong way, but on the X, and that definitely was a couple of times the 2 he scored in the 4th, and obviously the 4-ender that cracked this game wide open. They put a lot of good draws in really good spots. Impressed with the new team, though, Cheryl.
It's good.
Gives up that 4 to nowhere and with a brilliant shot.
Clean. Clean it.
And they've hung in there.
Flash. Flash.
They look comfortable together. They've worked, obviously, to become more of a team and understand each other and what they need out there, and you can see it paying off.
Is that a little heavy?
Yeah.
And this is what you said about Cooey.
Well, just managing the misses, and I think that second end that they gave up the 4, that wasn't what they were doing. They had some unfortunate errors there. And Colton Flash, I said he needed to at least stay head-to-head with Brett Gallant, and they are. They're both even at 79%.
Weight's good.
Hair quiet, but pretty good.
Low. Board weight. Low.
A little quiet.
Yep. Hard then.
Low.
Hard. Yep. Yes. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Sorry, guys.
It was close to board, but
yeah, I didn't pick up on the light call.
A little light. I was really close, but maybe a smidge light.
Well, we've seen
That was the board in the first end.
Good throw, Mark.
they've got the option here to play a wide come around. We've seen the spot a couple ends ago with Brad Gushue and Kevin Cooey as they came out wide.
Exact same spot.
And BJ's got some backing to come down to on this one.
Gave it a bit.
Clean.
Line only.
Light's good. Right to it. Small bump. Small bump. Small bump.
Light's good.
Small bump.
Whoa then.
Frozen.
That's what we want. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Little bump.
It's got to curl.
Just a little
off
bump.
Then off. Get off it then. Get off it then. Get off set.
Good shot.
That's still a good shot.
Shot beach.
Yeah, good sweep, guys.
Very nice.
You try to nose it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you do this.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not-
okay. Yeah.
Similar line to me, so we kind of know it.
Yeah.
Try to nose it?
And it's the same, similar line to what I played.
Knows it.
You're a shade light.
Just I think so. A sliver on the high side. Yeah. Yep.
Hack!
Yep. A little bit more.
I was.
There you go. good ice, eh?
Yeah, that's good. Just tack.
I thought Brad might follow it down because he made such a beautiful shot in that same spot, and we've just seen it made. This is makeable too. The port's there because of the big curl.
Yep. Good hack, heavy hack. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Pretty good weight. Here,
Brad.
You're going.
Get by. Jeez, Brad.
Well, I don't know why they couldn't hear, but they were late on the brush.
Yeah, they were hollering.
Thought my release was soft, but it was fine. Sorry, guys. How's the weight? Hair hard. Just a
Smidge
little.
hard, pretty close.
Shoot. Sorry, Mark.
What was it? We can take 2.
Yeah, you could make the roll, but this is probably easier.
I might put it to the only spot where he can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You can also hit and roll to here.
We can nose it.
Which would be
Nose
bad.
isn't any good.
I think if you're nosing it, you're.
Nose is no good because he's the second shot.
I don't like nosing it.
I think you got to try for some points here.
Hit and roll.
No.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I think so.
Are we shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just trying to stay 3/4 high.
Yeah, but not quite to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just made it with the out turn.
Yeah, I think best is buried right here. Do you want to throw the same turn?
Well, aren't we? Yeah.
I think so.
You throw that same out turn again?
Oh.
You don't want to throw the same turn?
Well, I have thrown that.
It's not a bad thought.
And I haven't thrown the end. Sure.
I think so.
He's
I
maybe
think
a
that's
shade
smart.
more than what I had.
Yeah.
You know
For
the
me,
weight,
yep.
you know the ice, and the brushers know it. That's even the most important part is they know how to judge it, and you're not throwing through the slide path.
Just at a half an inch on the inside. It'll be tough to remove either one of them.
So John Epping fighting for his
How was that weight?
curling life here against Matt Dunstone. He leads by 2 as he's playing 8.
Well, and I think that he got a bad break on his final stone. It appeared as though his draw picked and hit a guard, and so that now allows Matt Dunstone to hit the open stone for the deuce.
Line's good.
Yep, gotta go, Deuce. Clean.
You can go.
Clean, whoa.
Line's good.
Clean.
Room. A little bit of room.
Line's good.
A little bit of room.
Got to curl if you can.
Line's good. Gotta get it there. Let's go. Near flash.
There's your
Line's
2.
good. It's here. It's here. Whoa.
Tie and
Do it. Whoa.
yeah, right to it, and they're sitting 2.
Very good.
They
Much
debated.
better than that, my man.
You heard
We get this one, they'll count that.
Kevin say, well, I haven't played the intern, and he's right. He hasn't played one at all.
No, he hadn't, and we were talking about that slide path the last end, and he would have had to at least be start off in the slide path, and it's questionable.
22.
So I think that was a really good call.
We just seen it. Throw a little less than I just threw. So a little less weight.
Just try to
Somewhere in
stay
here,
there.
if he can
If we
stay
roll a little.
shot, it'd be great. But most importantly, all he has to do is move that red one to there. And this one will be closer than that back red one.
Back line. Just
I say
half,
just.
like
He's looking at 2
3-4
buried
feet
rocks.
less than I just threw.
Stay on half of it. So 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Brad?
Little less. Yep. Yeah, we just got to stay on this side of it. A little more. Whoa, 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 whoa.
A little less.
Whoa.
6 feet less.
Whoa.
Close.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Just down to the corner.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No.
There, baby.
Roll.
Oh, and it rolls off.
Oh, boy. I thought he's throwing a draw, Cheryl, like just move it 2 inches.
I was shocked when he came out with that weight. Leaves a double.
Kind of gradual here. I'm thinking normal weight.
Yeah, it's just 7
What are you thinking of that?
I like that.
It's just so hard, Russ, with that weight to stay on top of it.
Right.
You're always rolling off.
And you weren't going to get the back red one out anyways. You weren't going to get the top red one out anyways. So why throw that weight?
Do you hate the timeout? Timeout.
The out turn.
Just Who's our guy?
We're good.
Wow.
It's turned off.
That's
It's
nice.
turned off. They don't hang around?
He's on the other end. It's turned off.
I don't know.
Where's our time guy?
I'm just
I don't
wondering
know what he
about the
wants to
out.
do.
I've seen. I've seen.
You like throwing it hard?
No, I'm thinking of the outs. I just saw yours.
Sure. That's up to you.
What kind of weight are you throwing, Kev?
You're thinking normal?
Yeah.
So this is their second 90. Or did they take this is a 30, pardon me. So last rock, this is his 30 for this half. So he'll have a 90-second remaining if needed.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa. Hard,
Yep.
man.
Hard.
You gotta go.
Whoa. Hard.
Now they both picked him up.
Hard. Hard.
Still with it.
Hard.
Gotta get them both. Oh, he stuffed it. Stuffed it.
Whoa.
And Gushue will pick up the steal of one. It was there. Playing lead stones, and that's Jeff Walker after the steal of one by Gushue on the missed double by Cooey. So it's a 4-point lead once again. Kevin Cooey and the team from the Glencoe in Calgary will have last rock playing the Redstones.
To get that close to almost come back and tie the game up.
Yeah, uncharacteristic shot by Brad. Just a poor weight choice. Yeah, you thought Cooey would make that thing, but he's made just about everything else. It's been a really well-curled game by both teams. You normally wouldn't say that to a team that's given up 9 points.
Yeah. It has, and Kevin made such a brilliant one on his first one.
Did he ever?
Top 8. Top 8, Brett. Top 4. Same sort of weight I was trying to throw.
Yeah. It's good speed, eh?
Yeah. It's all there to me.
Thought it was nice.
Top 4. Top 4, top button.
Line's good.
And top 4.
Whoa, line's
Oh,
good.
needs a curl.
Whoa. Whoa.
Right there. Needs some curl. Whoa, Mark. Looks a little
Waiting
heavy.
forefoot
for sure. Half 4.
Whoa,
Top
whoa,
4.
no.
Whoa, get ready.
No.
Yep. Bounce it off. Okay.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I'm
a
doing
little
that.
aggressive, yeah.
Okay.
You know, we talked earlier about how does a team like Gushue, who's dialing it back in terms of their play,
Clean.
tournament play.
Good. Yep. Clean chair.
Can you replicate all those things in a club situation? You know, trying to improve your game.
I think you can at this level.
Yep, that hard.
You know, they're seasoned curlers. I think you can go to a club level and play some 2-on-2 and put some things on the line when you're practicing. We used to do it, and coaches would push you, and you'd play 2-on-2 games, and there was always a lot of pride on the line. I mean, the brushing and everything, you need the gameplay, but it's almost like they've played enough that the rest is more critical than the actual competition is. As long as you go every couple weekends and you don't get too out of sync with the ability to play on the arena ice. You can get ice makers at your local club to groom the ice just like it is at an arena.
Okay.
Well, from way out there, trying to get to there, Brad Jacobs' final stone. You see Mark Kennedy has the brush down.
And there really isn't much else. Brendan Botcher guarded on his final stone, and so they've lined this one up. It is a long way away.
Angle raise it back. Oh, it's caught something. Oh, goodness, he's going to get it this way. Oh, sure is. Wow.
Well, that took a lot of the weight off, so it wasn't for 3 or 4, but it was a fortunate one.
Oh, he does. Jacobs gets the single to tie. Now, we told you that he is and will finish first. The last time a team went undefeated in round robin, that was Kevin Martin in 2011. He also won the final 7-4 over Glenn Howard. So he went 7 straight to win the Canada Cup. So Jacobs trying to do the same.
Clean. Clean. Good.
Shot, Mark.
What did you feel like, Russ, would be the longest you could go off as far as playing when you were playing on tour? How many weekends before it, and you end up getting where you didn't feel like you were competition ready?
Well, I'd answer that two ways. If the surface we practiced on was really good, you know, and you were making some quality shots, I wasn't too worried. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You wouldn't want to take a month off, obviously.
No.
I think there's something to be said about playing the best teams too, right? Look at this game here. They've tried to raise their level, and that's what makes you even better. It's hard to replicate that in practice. But if I was at a club that the ice wasn't very good, I wanted to curl every weekend.
That's the problem. And even when they make club ice curl, just like it does in the arena, the sliding underfoot surface never is the same.
Yeah, exactly. How good are those two come-arounds?
Well, this is our first look, Kathy, at Ali Flaxey and Darcy Robertson. Both of them 1 and 4 in a 4-4 tie, but we will see Ali Flaxey tomorrow against Rachel Holman.
Well, for Darcy Robertson, she made a hit on her final stone to lie 2, but in the process set up the double, and that double will be, if she makes it, for 3.
Good. 3.
There it is. Flaxey and her team from the Granite in Winnipeg.
Quarter rock. White and line's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hard. Hard.
Come on, Jeff.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Go, 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 go.
Oh, look at that.
Jeff, go.
Great shot.
Hair thicker.
Good angles. It's a shade thicker, hey?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, just the more speed, but I wanted the 2 to stay right there. That was the main things. You could have thrown it harder.
Sorry. Jeff could have swept it.
Good throw.
Nice.
I got last.
PJ Neufeld.
I got last.
Wait,
Only. Got last.
Line's good, but Rue.
Okay, wait's good.
Line will be good. Line's good.
Gotta go.
Wait's good.
Gotta go.
Yeah, this will slide better out here than it does once it gets to the slide path.
Get it here. Line's good. Come on. Hard, baby.
Not much handling. Keep it alive. It'll break hard.
Hard. Go.
Good shot,
Okay. For a second shot. Remember we talked earlier about taking that risk, taking that chance of brushing because you know the slide path is going to fudge up, as they say. They appeared to do that there. They took it a little earlier.
A little aggressive earlier, yes.
Then he freezes and but
You like that?
whatever you like.
What do you like? Boy,
My first thought was the guard, but we just stuff.
be careful. If I hit that a hair too thick.
Really tough to.
Yeah, it's probably tough to hit it too thick.
Impossible to.
Yeah, I don't think you're.
What do you like, Jeff? You got a big half of ours. Do you like this or do you like the guard? I was thinking the slash. You got a big half.
We want to hit what we can see, don't we?
Keep a little tight for time here.
If we guard, time out. If we guard right now, like if we throw a guard right where you are there, what does he do?
Probably tries to draw right here.
Okay.
You don't make the guard. Well, then you're probably playing a pick.
Well, then we can throw another guard up there, and then what does he do?
Say if we don't make the guard perfect, for example, if we're here,
and then this might come back. Then he's got 3 to our. He might touch that.
If we make the guard right here, what's that do?
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah.
No, it's not bad at all.
Does he ever?
Might take on a double run.
If we do this and then he goes on there, we're just giving him. Here's your 2.
Yeah. It's fine. 2's fine all day.
But you play the board at this point, don't you?
Yes, exactly. You could play like a soft tap.
Hit this guy over here.
You could just hit the wide open if you're to your point,
We're
Vic.
concerned about the
just
run
kill
back.
that.
Let him do the run back, and he's wide open. Sure. Now he may get something there where we can't get it out.
He's playing it soft, like a feather.
Yeah.
Right on the nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is smart.
I think the key message in all that was that 2 is fine.
Right.
You know, you get so caught up trying not to give, but with the score the way it is, to Vic's point, 2 won't hurt you.
I don't think it's flying. That's my only concern. Like it's.
Does it ever touch this one? No.
Oh my God, never ever.
Well, then I don't think you ever stick it.
I think it's hitting a lot of this here.
No, I don't think so.
Depends on how he hits. If he hits the top rock thin, the red one's gone.
Okay, let's give her a go.
Well, hold on now. If you think that's going to jam, I don't like this shot.
Time's in here,
I think
boys.
I can spin it out, but it's not going to fly. That's all I'm saying.
We'll check the
we gotta hit it thin.
skip numbers, and the hits have been the problem for Kevin Cooey, obviously at 88%. Balanced game for Brad Gushue. And it's been the mistakes by Cooey that obviously that jam in the last end gave up the steal as Gushue leads it on the board. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland #TogetherBlue.
Whoa, whoa.
Little extra weight.
Whoa.
Post, Jeff.
Whoa. No. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. It's fine.
That went pretty easy.
Hit it pretty thin. Quarter, right? Thin quarter, yeah. Absolutely. That's pretty thin.
Yeah.
I don't think he can afford to. He can try and guard them both.
As long as we're shot, he's never going to guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. He shot.
If I miss that, it's.
Okay, so a little freeze tap.
What do you think of that ice?
It should be close.
So mentioned John Epping needs to win. Simple as that. Then he'll need a little help in a 5-5 time at Dunstone.
Well, and he has an opportunity to take 2 here. Was lying 3 before Matt made his final stone. Matt was able to reduce it a little bit, so the scoring area is shrunk, but 4 foot certainly is open.
And so there we see again,
Line's good. Line's
together
good.
again,
Line's good.
Lang and Saville.
Line's good. Line's
Saville
good.
on the right, Brent Lang on the left.
It's good. Throw, Johnny. Oh, fail.
2 it is, 7-5.
Kevin's trying to just tap this back, probably get it out in the open, and then there might be a yellow double later.
Tight.
Yeah, we gotta go.
He still needs a miss
Hard
out of
line.
Mr. Gushue. Oh, this isn't heavy.
Hard line. You're close. Keep it going, guys. Hard.
Hard, guys. Line's good.
Hard.
Hard flash. Keep going. Line's real good.
Never off.
Hard.
Never off. You're always
Hard. You gotta keep going. Move it. Hard.
Over
Hard,
curl.
hard, hard.
Oh, good sweeping, Flash.
Good sweeping, guys. Sorry.
Bingo. Nut. Lined her up.
Can I move it a bit?
30 seconds. Dennis?
Timeout.
So there they'll take their 10 or 30-second skips timeout, pardon me.
What do you like?
I heard Kevin Cooey say sorry, just a little more weight would have held the line better on that.
Oof.
Well, remember Cooey saying he'll
it's
never
wired,
try
isn't
corner if I'm shot,
we haven't got
but
much time. What
he's
if we
not
just
shot.
threw right here?
No, the only thing he does have, Vic, is that red run, yellow double.
It's there,
Yep.
right? You hit it a little on the
That way,
center
the
line
guard,
side.
he goes,
That yellow will drag enough to make the double, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe save all 3.
So you have to
Yeah, we
either
said that too.
guard it, come in top 8 foot and take it away, or
You can throw the guard too, Brad.
No, I like this.
sit back 4 foot somewhere.
My only concern with the guard is he can make the double for 3.
Yeah.
You know,
Give me
again,
lots
this
of
is
ice,
one of
Mark.
those situations with
T-line,
time
back 4.
ticking down. No more timeouts available. I think it forces you to make the decision. You live with the decision. No changing it now.
Should be good.
Mighty T.
Go ahead.
Need at least full 8, guys. Piece of the 4.
Back 4.
Pretty good.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's real good.
Go.
Right to Mark's broom, boys.
Oh, we're way out here. Way there. Wait, we're there.
Right to Mark's broom. Just behind the tee is fine.
Yep, yep.
Just make sure.
Easy, easy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
His broom. No,
Whoa.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Very good.
Right to the broom.
Try.
That's some pressure shooting. I mean, you use that a lot, but with this
Didn't change
in this
anything.
format
Well,
with these clocks, that's
we
pressure
need to get
shooting.
A lot more pressure. You're going to get really good at it if you play this time clock scenario all the time.
There's still a shot here.
Give her a whirl, eh, Koo?
Oh, yeah.
Right
Shade
there.
high?
Which
You think
drags
shade
this one
roll
this
for
way. That
two,
goes,
right?
that goes. And if you get it thin enough, you redirect that way.
Those are gone. It's a matter of your red stays.
Maybe the
Sliver high?
game here.
Yeah, millimeter high, Koo.
Down by 4 as we play 8.
It's not far off getting them all.
Final stone coming through.
Yep.
Keep it right away. Got it.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
BJ Neufeld calling. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Run it back. Squeeze it. Oh, and that's all he'll get is that single right there. So Cooey gets one. But the lead, the last rock, belonged to Gushue. Ninth. And Gushue leads it. As Cooey has to settle for 1. So Gushue up by 3 as we play the 9th. He also has the last rock, playing the Yellowstones. The hits have really let him down, Cooey, tonight, haven't they?
Yeah, and that's so unusual. That's Cooey's strength. That's his go-to shot all the time. The doubles and the run backs, and just hasn't been his night for that.
There, that's heavy. To the house. He's right. He's right. Whoa.
And he wasn't left with a lot in a couple ends, but that double, that would be the one you'd want back when he stuffed it and gave up the steal in the 7th end. That was a pretty makeable double for Kevin.
Okay. Hey, Bosh.
Oh.
Through.
Yep. Clean.
Yep.
Clean, clean, clean. Good shot. Freeze it.
Well, that's a mess. What's going on there? Brad Jacobs in a 5-5 tie with Brendan Botcher.
Well, shot stone is red, belonging to Brad Jacobs. He guarded on his last. Brendan's trying to hair the guard and tick his own yellow sideways.
No, he gets nothing. And so there's your steal point. Goodness.
Yeah.
Jacobs leads it now by 1. And the Brendan Botcher will have the
I think, but
lead coming home.
one. Yeah.
Botcher has the hammer, pardon me. Obviously, Jacobs has the lead.
3 quarters. 3 quarters.
3 quarters.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Okay, so stick it right there.
Hoping to get them all.
Same shot? Yeah, I think so.
BJ's had a strong game tonight.
I held on to it a bit, guys.
I got a little some tough shots, some incredible come arounds. Right to the perfect spot.
Line's good.
He's playing well.
Line's really good.
Yeah, he's been their opportunity to, because Mark's been struggling a little bit. His numbers aren't up what they normally are, and that's because of the pressure that BJ's put on him.
Flashes out curled glant for the most part. Just a couple tough ones for Cooey.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Stay on it. Stay on it. Good shot.
Up by 3, I would think Gushue
Gushue
just likes this kind of end. Not very complicated, pretty wide open.
I think it's great.
Yeah, there's nothing down the middle. That's the key thing. So perhaps last one shouldn't be that difficult.
So good, Brad is.
Okay, Beach.
Not that good.
Wait. I don't know if I've thrown a draw.
Well, just the same as it's been. That was a 13.5 and it was too heavy.
Yeah.
First one was a 15, it was too light, so it's pretty much the same as it's been.
No slower down the middle here.
Might be 1 to 2 feet, but it's going to be close.
That's been from day one, Russ. It's been 14.5.
It's brilliant.
Very consistent ice for weight, with one draw where they talked about the rocks coming down and the
Yeah, the first night draw, yeah.
that was it.
Just top 4 depth, guys. Like at the curl.
It's close now.
Line's not, though.
Go ahead.
Whoa, you don't need it. I don't want it behind the T line. It's good. Good weight.
Nice sweep.
Well, you can really point at a couple of ends. Obviously, the second to get the 4, but it was Cooey's mistakes that led to that. And then Gushue again with an opportunity. Upweight shot, misses. Again, even an 8. Upweight shot, misses. And it's a 9-6 lead for Gushue. Game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Whoa.
Look at that, I mean 58%.
Oh boy.
Oh baby.
Okay.
I didn't see it spinning that way.
When it's going bad.
Yeah, just roll in here.
Oh yeah, okay. You throw peel?
Yeah.
Kind of peel it out more or less.
3 out turns too, Cheryl. The double he had to tie the game
Peel it
really
out.
took off. Whether it might have picked or something, or a little less weight than he wanted. A really tough run back thin double here didn't over curl, and that one went the other way.
Yeah.
Little less. Yep. Hard.
Isn't that interesting? The difference in the 2 skips.
Whoa.
How
Get under it.
Okay.
Kevin Cooey is struggling with his hits, which is usually his strength. And there you saw struggling draws
I think so. It's
for
good centimeter
Brad
almost,
Gushue.
Which is usually his
strength, right.
Just didn't want to hit and roll to center line. That was my only fear there. So.
Yeah.
Go hack.
Rainy, good hack here.
It's good.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Right up. Right up.
Open a flip it across, frozen.
of weight are you throwing?
Little less. Yep.
Final stone and a chance really to put a bow on this.
Clean, clean.
And there it is. And Gushue will pick up the win. And Cooey a second loss to finish at 4-2, make the final. 10-6. Gushue also 4-2, and with that, John Epping has been eliminated. On this, the final night of men's play. And speaking of Epping, he just picked up the win. 7-5 the final there. But to no avail. He'll finish at 3-3. Dunstone 1-5.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
We want to quickly come over. This is the final stone.
Well, Brad Jacobs tried to freeze on his final stone after a great shot by Brendan Botcher on his first. It did not bury, and that's the win.
And for the win for Brendan Botcher, as you can see, he picks up 1 and possibly 2. We'll wait. It's not a factor. The factor is that Botcher gets the deuce to pick up the win, and so he will play another day.
That was a very interesting deuce.
So he will. Now we check the standings to see how it plays out, because it appears that Botcher now with that will be in a tiebreaker. So Jacobs, we know, will finish first, but will not match Kevin Martin's undefeated record of 2011. Gushue will finish second, and it means that Kevin Cooey will play a tiebreaker against Brendan Botcher to determine the third spot. And that will be played tomorrow morning on the one vacant sheet of ice when the women play their final draw. We have another final. And it is Ali Flaxey who picks up the win, picking up another point. 8-6, I believe, is the final. And for Flaxey, she goes now, finishes at now 2-4, 1-5 for Roberts. And Flaxey has one more game, and that will be tomorrow morning when we join you again, and that will be against Rachel Holm. So one game remains on the ice, and it is Walker and Carey. Laura Walker and her team from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, playing Chelsea Carey from Glencoe in Calgary. The Saville in Edmonton, pardon me, Kathy. And it was a Walker leading by 3, playing 10, and then rolled out, gave Carey the opportunity.
It's been a very odd game, low scoring, and yet 7 points scored in the last 2 ends, of 4, and followed by a 3 in the 9th end. Chelsea Carey trying to play a raise, went through, and that allowed Laura to make the shot for 4, and then an opportunity not expected by the decision Laura Walker made to not draw, but to hit, and wound up rolling out, and that allowed the free shot for Chelsea Carey for 3.
Okay. Yeah. I just think you got in good.
So Chelsea Carey,
we'll just sweep it.
In a must-win.
Just same. We'll sweep.
Coming in at 2-3. Walker with an opportunity to play spoiler.
Okay, I got the exact same.
A little deep on that first come around.
Gotta go.
I heard Kathy say they got out a little wider into the good stuff, and it just runs that little bit longer, goes that much farther. If it breaks early like something like this one, it loses all its enthusiasm.
Okay.
Definitely the night draw. And not that it's crazy, but it's once that breaks early, you're getting maybe middle 8 into the forefoot. It's hard to carry.
Yeah, just a little warmer in here, and you've got your practice before and 10 full ends plus the extra.
We might only be talking 2-3 feet, but it's at this level that you've got to be aware of it.
Tight. Hard then. Halfway even. Hard. Go, Lori. Never off, Lori. Make it there. Go, go, go. Hard. All you got. All you got. All you got. All you got. Well, don't block the double peel.
That's another guard.
Okay. Okay.
Couldn't get too much better other than the staggered guards close together for Chelsea Carey. They've got 3 guards to work with. One behind the tee line that actually helps them.
Room then. Oh, it looks hot. No, it's got too much.
It does now, but if it curls.
Right. There it goes. Very nice.
Hey, Lori.
That's tough, you know. You're throwing a certain speed, all of a sudden you cannot be heavy if you're trying to steal, and you almost have to throw like back 8 out of your hand. It's hard to get that in the old noggin. Might get them all here.
Yep. Hard landing. Yep. Really hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's close to moving everything.
Whoa. Over there.
Oh, gets rid of 3.
Okay.
Leaves the just off center guard.
Which helps a lot. You don't have to be quite as perfect on this guard.
Lori's always been able to throw the big weight very accurately.
She's very good at it.
Dana Ferguson throwing the second stones. And there's a lot of mixing and matching here on this team, for example. We've known Ferguson and Brown the lead all those years from with Val Sweeting.
Way over curling.
Now playing with Chelsea Carey, Sarah Wilkes.
Okay.
Formerly with Shannon Clybrink.
3/4.
She's throwing the third stone.
Yeah, the interesting thing they did is they have Dana going into the house. They split up Rochelle and Dana, who have brushed together front end for quite a few years for Val Sweeting, and they have Sarah.
Yeah, they think Sarah's just a little bit better on the brush. And
No, but I'm cleaning. Stay with the roll, Lainey. Great shot, Lori.
That's another adjustment, that you're getting used to a new team, and now Dana's getting used to being in the house calling line.
This way might be easier.
And Rochelle's getting used to somebody else brushing with her.
Halfway tight.
Effectively a brand new team.
Two good throws by Lori there to clean things up.
It's good.
Halfway.
Line's close.
Line looks really good.
Do your broom.
Okay, line's good. Needs curl if anything.
Okay. Just higher your broom. No, to your broom.
Rochelle's rock.
Okay. Go, Rochelle.
Hard.
Hard, Rochelle.
Hard.
Go, Rochelle.
Hard. Cross it. Okay, whoa. Very nice.
Too hard,
Good
Rochelle.
sleeping, guys.
Okay. What turn do you like, Kath? What turn do you like? I like the end. Peel. Straight through here.
Kathy Overton Clapham.
Yes. Hard.
Hard.
Whoa.
Jammed it.
Okay. thought that was okay.
It's worse too.
Yeah, the center guard's left there.
Yeah, 2.5.
It's well traveled, and I mean that with all respect. Truly do, with regards to Kathy Overton Clapham. I mean, people want her because what she can bring to the team. And we've seen her with numerous different people over the last couple of years.
Yes.
She knows how to make teams win. She knows how to make people play better.
Right now. Curling now, still room.
It's not easy to get
Rochelle's rock again.
put on a team as a spare and
there
win
right
big
now.
events, and she's done it over and over again.
Back to 4.
Little deep.
Feel again? Yeah.
Handling the pressure of the moment as we play in this extra. Chelsea Carey coming in with this record of 2-3. Must win. Must go into that final draw tomorrow with only 3 losses.
Clean. Clean. It's running there. Whoa, 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 off. You can clean it. Clean. Good throw, Kath.
Casey Scheidegger is already there at 3 losses, 3-3. Rachel Holman is at 4-2.
Sarah's ice, I think.
And we'll play Ali Flaxey. A Holman win and there would be no tiebreakers. But should Holman lose tomorrow, well then those teams at 3 losses would have a chance.
So.
Pretty much the same speed I've been seeing. Hey?
Depending, I guess.
The guard plays, but I'd like it to be real tight or biting if we could.
Line's good. Okay, you can go. You can go. Line's good.
Line's close.
Line's great.
Got across center.
Yeah, line's good. No switch. No, I think we're good.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Over curling. Okay.
Good sweep, guys.
Pretty good. They would have liked it a little tighter, but they couldn't go on it. Starting to curl.
This is always the $64 question, isn't it?
Yeah, I was afraid to be heavy.
Geez, you're cheap.
Think if you ever.
Really? For that, you're paying $64?
That's right.
Really?
Yes.
It's risky if I.
Yeah,
been
could
here
you
before
might?
and if I just
Like to come around and keep it in front of the button, you probably win.
My only concern is if we rip.
I don't really like peeling.
And
I think
she goes right here, then
and
you
I
can't
can't
even play the double. Yeah.
I
if
could
you
just
go
make
right
it good
here,
right now. We
she
win.
has no shot. Yeah.
Yeah, even if I tap it a hair.
Yeah. You go right here, she has no shot. Play the tap and.
I think it is too late to peel
What do you
now.
like to peel? Okay,
If
but
my concern is she goes right here.
we have no double.
I can't play the double, and then I'm drawing around a rock top 8.
No, familiar face, Canadian champion.
Like I'm good with either. I get what you're saying.
Amber Holland.
Yeah.
If you're one side or the other, then you don't have a shot in your last, right? Because
Yeah.
you got that thing, but it's totally your call.
You're supposed to come out here and tell us what to do. What was your gut, Laura?
My gut was to play at this one somehow, but
then I think that's what we do.
okay. Are we just playing the draw then and making it now?
Well, even the draw tap, yeah.
Okay.
I like either or, the straight freeze or the tap.
Well, if we're tapping it, I don't like it. We'd almost have to play it to roll it versus because if we just tap it on the nose, then there's no point in moving it. If we're just tapping it on the nose, we might as well just play the freeze, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Time's in.
It's what you want to do in your last one. If you peel the guard, they go top 8. The double's there, but if they're perfect with their guard, then you're still not shot rock if you make the double and stick because of that little biter at the back. I think because of that one at the back, Cheryl, this makes sense.
Yeah, I like it. And you get a chance to throw a draw. You might get forced to throw one. Who knows where. I liked it that it was her first call.
Looks like if you froze, there would be, the pin would be available. So maybe just keep it a little higher than that if possible.
Line's good. I don't think, line's really good. Okay, keep it out there if you can. Line's okay. Line's great. Don't lose the line. Hard.
Lainey Peters. Lori Olsen-Johns.
Come on, Lainey. Line's great. Hard. Lainey, hard. Go, go, go. Hard, hard, hard. Okay, good rock.
Really good rock in a lot of ways. It would have nice to be shot rock, but you can
we
get
just
at the
lost
back
that,
yellow,
yeah.
you can tap the red.
Yeah, you kind of have two options. It went sideways at the end.
It's slow there.
Yeah, it even looked like it was dragging the handle off.
Timeout's been called by Chelsea Carey.
I think the tap's easier than the draw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to make that very
If she
good.
wicks, she probably doesn't even get, like,
Yeah, I think we just have to guard this and hope she misses this. I don't know that we have a, like, we need a miss, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's the call.
Yeah.
That's a much easier shot for Team
Anywhere
Walker
over there, really.
than try to
think I
get
take
there.
max ice, and I'll make
It's
sure
hard
to
to throw
set
any
it
weight to move that one, so it's basically a cold draw, which she just tried. Whereas on the intern side that they're going to take away here, there'd be a much easier tap. The weight's almost no issue. You could throw normal to moving it an inch, anywhere in between, as long as you have the line right. Boy, that slowed down in a hurry on her.
Yeah, and that's going to be in her mind and the brusher's minds when they throw it again.
Yeah, this is, but this though, like I literally just have to touch it, right? And I can see a piece of it on this side.
I know, but if she welds right onto hers,
Yes, yeah.
then you have.
Do you like this, Dad? Okay. I just needed another opinion. Okay. Same speed I just gave you is okay? Okay.
The opening come around in this end with the broom right
Okay,
here
line's
slid
good.
forever and ended up being back four. She can't be heavy
Easy,
here at all.
Michelle, easy.
We're good. Line's fine.
Let it work a little.
Halfway.
Let it work.
Okay, line's pretty good.
Sarah.
Yeah. Line's
Can't hurt
great.
it, Sarah.
Great to hear.
Hard.
She's got really
Okay, you're
good rotation on this. It'll
You're good.
carry a lot better
You're
once
good.
it gets into this slide.
Good call.
Very nice.
Oh,
That's
that
sweet.
closes it off. So no, nothing else but a cold draw.
Yep.
Get to the button.
Same speed's okay?
It's just as much pressure on the front end here to really feel that speed. Came off last time. If you panic brush it early, you might not get the curl.
This is a wheelhouse right here. Oh, she just threw it. Yeah. That's what I was doubting in the hack. Like, we're leaving her the same shot she just threw, but this intern side's nice and predictable, so I think that tap's really easy.
I think she played the right shot. I think this is a much tougher shot, even though she did throw it.
Has to be.
Laura, who grew up in Ontario, former teammate of Rachel Holman and Jr., went to Laurier, won 2 university gold medals, and now, of course, married to Jeff Walker.
Running, it's running. Take a look, it's
Brad
running.
Gushue's team.
Running, whoa, Lori. Line's good, line's
Make
good.
their home in Edmonton. Cold draw to the button for the win and to end the chances of Chelsea Carey. Cold draw. Cold draw to end the chances, and what a pressure moment.
What a shot.
So Walker picks up the win. 9-8 is your final. And Carey will drop to 4 losses. 2 and 4 as well for Walker. And so this is what we know. Men's side, Jacobs, Gushue are in. Cooey, Botcher will play a tiebreaker. Anderson, Jones are in. Rachel Holman tomorrow can win it outright with a win over Ali Flaxey. Casey Scheidegger will need a win and a Holman loss to force a tiebreak.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue, by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures, and by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Find comfort in Purex.
So tomorrow, the final draw in women's play because of the extra team. Ali Flaxey, Rachel Holman will have it for you, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Holman wins, she's in. Should lose, well then that of course opens the chance for a tie break. That's when we join you again tomorrow as we continue on from Estevan, the Home Hardware Canada Cup on TSN.